Hey guys, welcome to another edition of 234 Essential. My name is AOT2.
And I am Ugochi, the Igbo stallion.
Yes, and you're welcome to another brand new episode. Yeah. If you're a first-time listener, this is the podcast that helps you break down the Nigerian experience, help you navigate the madness that we call Nigeria.
Why are you giving us inside voice?
Or the Armageddon or the apocalypse that is known as Nigeria. Because right now, it's no more mess that we're inside. This is the end of days.
This is gassing.
This is what they preach in the book of Revelation.
A mess with
that
this.
men shall have money in their bank and shall not be able to withdraw
God,
it.
I beg.
And when they charge you in POS, they charge you 1,000 naira, 100 naira for 1,000 naira. Yes. If you listen, you've been a regular listener, we're sure that we hope that you listen to our last episode.
Times are hard and times are bad and the economy is hard.
Go to the way you always title this episode, be like all those old Nollywood movies.
Because that's what it
Died
is.
wretched and buried in a 1.5 million naira.
That means we are here saying the truth.
Just call the movie died wretched. No, died wretched and buried in a 1.5 million. Why? Please, thank you. Sister Scholastica, please.
You know that's how they used to sing this song. Then you know that somebody died in the movie.
Yeah, everybody is dead in the movie.
Do you understand?
Shout out to African Magic Epic. There's a day I watch African Magic Epic, and I'm sure I saw Ngozi Iweanu like Ezenu like 10 times that day.
Really?
That woman is.
Let me go and check the face first.
She's perpetually locked in African Magic Epic. And she's just acting the queen mother.
People don't want to give her new roles, that's why.
Shout out to African Magic Epic. And they don't have more than 4 characters. The king, the queen, the child.
I feel like the storyline is always the same.
It's the same. Somebody poor wants to marry somebody rich and they don't want to allow. You don't know Ngozi Ezenu.
You guys, wait,
She's an OG, you know.
there's water point, yeah.
See now, you know this woman now. How about?
Is that Jesus? You don't tell anybody that I didn't know that person.
You're moving your Nigerian card.
No.
Please, if you have African Magic Igbo, or no, African Magic Epic. African Magic Epic. What is it?
You are doing that thing you're doing that thing that separates Nigeria. You're doing that thing.
No, I'm not the one that
you're doing that thing that separates Nigeria.
African Magic Epic. If you watch African Magic Epic, it is the same storyline throughout. And there's a particular house. That house is like Igbo people like that house. You know those houses we talk because it's 1 pillar, 2 pillar.
But you know that Igbo people like to build houses with pillars. Shows that the extent to your wealth. You know that you're a big odogu.
It's a pillarific.
Or those leather chairs that are mighty like this with gold trimmings at the edge.
Go.
Just that's how do you know the person has money?
Please don't an experiment. If you have DSTV, just go and watch African Magic Epic for like 6 hours. You will lose your fucking mind.
And why did you watch African Magic Epic? How did you get there?
I just wanted to experiment. You know when you have some channels, like I'm paying for this channel. Let me.
Wait, you actually have DSTV?
Yes, now for football. That's all.
So you don't want to go to viewing center again?
No, viewing center is no.
Yeah, I've grown past that.
Viewing center is just that's the 100 level of Agberoism. And at one point I saw that it's too much. This thing you.
I feel like maybe you don't want to just mix up with the people in your vicinity.
No, not vicinity. The people you see in the viewing center.
But I see like.
And the place the viewing center I was going to before is one wooden shed like this. By the side of the wooden shed, they are doing cement. So they are doing the cement. The smoke cement is entering. Then that's when you now be in stupid arguments. In 1986. Do you know the football that they played? Like, I'm like, bro, let's
oh my God.
So if I want to watch any football match, I go to a lounge. That is better. Everybody respects himself.
Which is what I now see as viewing centers.
Music is playing. Everybody gets their own woman for the side. Everybody gets nobody they argue any stupid arguments. Nobody argue any. But viewing center.
Must there be women by the side to watch the match?
If you lose, console.
And when you get home now,
you go rub to
No, but there.
That's the get home.
You need to go through it.
Car, they don't jab you. Like Hollywood, not Nollywood film. They don't jab.
So the person is there for your blood pressure.
Because now if Rashford miss one goal like this, you feel die.
I understand.
So you just say calm down.
I understand.
Calm down.
But the guys that go to lounges to watch football, they're not really crazy. They're not the ones that hypertension used to cause.
They're big boys.
Yeah, because all the viewing center, all the people I've seen watching match.
If you go to view center, you have to have mind. Because if your team loses that day, like let's say now a big match like Man United, Chelsea, and Chelsea fans are the most Agbero-ish. Everybody knows that one.
Okay.
Yes. And when you go to view center,
followed by which other team?
Arsenal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't agree with you because I have friends who are Arsenal
You don't
fans.
go viewing center.
And they I don't. They're not Agberos.
Come to my area.
They're smart people.
Come to my area first of all.
My friend, my very good. So I've seen a lot of my friends are Arsenal fans.
Come to my area and come and viewing center. Place will not be hot. You see men, you big stomach, you fold.
This one is Chelsea now.
Bring one pure water for me.
Bring pure water.
No. I can't do that again. No.
Do they sell nkwobi there?
No.
Do they sell food at viewing centers?
Viewing center, it depends on if it's close to like some what is local joints. They double as viewing centers. They don't even charge you for watching, but they believe that when you enter, you buy drinks.
You buy something, of course.
So that one is a step ahead of viewing centers. Viewing center is just shared.
You just cheer.
Shared 3 screens
and benches.
That's all.
Okay.
Finish.
Okay.
And it is trust me. No. At one point I said no. Life is not this hard. Just go to a lounge and enjoy yourself.
Of course.
Relax.
But then the alternative is to buy the DSTV and just put it in your house.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to just go. Just let me watch something. It's fine.
And there's the playback thing, so you can always go and watch
this
it again.
Good. Like see my outside. The way I see him, the free no see him away.
Interesting.
But when you see it on flat screen, see that leg is poking out. Yeah, but viewing center, no. I think every lady should go to a viewing center. Please go with somebody, a man. I'm making him up.
No, I don't think it's necessary. That experience is not important.
When I was watching football, the owner brought a woman. All of us were just like, oh, money. I also saw a man pressing the woman's breast. And the guy now alpha. He's an alpha. He's an alpha. He teaches small children.
Are those stress balls?
That was practically stress balls. Because that's like, in a backer. In a support backer. No, bless how much hot.
See, what happened to that? What happened to that team?
Messi has left. All the bad boys have left.
In the early 2000s, they hot though.
Baka was my nightmare as a Man United.
There's one ugly footballer they used to have, one black guy. His eyes were popping, his teeth was out like this. Is it Ronaldinho?
Ronaldinho has handsome money.
No, I remember that guy because of Baka. And I used to have boys in school then that
I just saw the guy pressing the woman. And this man's a alpha. Like whenever I pass, I see him teaching small children Arabic studies.
What's the one at their school?
I forgot the name. The guy was pressing this woman.
Wow.
It's not even with finesse, it was
grabbing it.
You know when you're hungry, when you want to take hot aggregate bread and hot
just akara, to take
just as they
quickly to match the two.
Felt like a breast cancer examination.
I'm sure it's not even that evasive.
I just paid my 100 naira. Please, I get to watch a match. Thank you. He also happens in lounges too sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh really? I should actually go and watch. So I went to a lounge in VI to see the World Cup.
Oh, that's nice.
On a couple days. Johnny Rock is actually.
Fancy.
Is it fancy?
It's fancy now, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The big boys go to Heineken Lounge to watch Champions League, and everything.
Oh, interesting.
There was this time Champions League final.
I don't know anything about this culture.
This guy just bought this babe. He just went upstairs because that place doubles as it's a slaughter. An abattoir for women.
So for each level there's...
I said the guy just... Before 30 minutes before the match, my guy just carried the babe go upstairs.
So that his blood pressure can come
down. When the match came back, their clothes were you know when...
They look disgruntled.
The team not arranged. I said, don't worry, Baba, you understand. Your team will win. Don't worry.
I love it so much.
Football is pressure, actually.
Did they play any match this week? I think Arsenal played yesterday. No?
Yeah, Arsenal played yesterday.
What was the...
1-1. They drew points.
They what?
They drew.
Okay, so what does that mean?
They lost. You're
2 happy
points.
because he's...
They lost 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Manchester United on the table?
We are third.
Arsenal is what?
First.
Oh wow, they're leading.
The gap. No, you see, these are women don't know football. It's not as if they are leading.
I don't know that, but you said they are first on this thing.
First.
I thought.
You know, say this election what they do. Some people go first when it's for the polling unit. First. You know, say when they now bring the Kardashian sisters.
Okay.
They're now 20. So they happen like that.
Okay.
The race is not to the swift, not the battle to the strong.
CBIC.
Time and chance happen to them all.
CBIC, Daddy Gio.
That's actually my favorite Bible verse.
Really? What chapter of the Bible?
Ecclesiastes 9:11. Come on.
I love it.
Come on.
I don't know this now.
We don't fight. You know the demons where we don't fight. The bowels of hell we've moved into.
Tell me about it.
Demons.
That's when you stumbled upon the word of God,
yes.
and that one was crested in your heart.
Crested like a
love
tattoo.
It. See,
on my sleeve.
You know, I listened to one guy talking about the word of God recently, this week anyway, and was saying,
I'm happy for you. You're becoming born again.
Okay, because now we are not. Don't worry. See, we're growing in the spirit. Don't worry. We're coming up.
Sister Scholastica.
It's only God, you and God that knows where you heard this name from.
I heard it somewhere.
Is that the only?
I think I heard it from Africa Magic.
Guess what? It's actually a Catholic saint.
I remember.
Yeah.
Sister Scholastica.
I have a name that I feel nobody should know. I think you know the name. Please don't say it. I beg you in the name of Jesus Christ.
The bad thing is that when you send people money, you already see that.
Yes, please. And see anybody that sends me money, you're sworn by oaths. By virtue of the fact that I've shown you my account number.
Babe. You send babe to Jackie.
To secrecy.
When you now see the account name, it's
Latifa.
It's Latifat. Islam.
Oh my God!
Baraka, do you know they call you Jackie? Or there's a father they call you Jackie.
Oh my God!
What are you Jackie?
There's one Muslim name that I don't see often. Biliki. I don't see it anymore.
Silica.
Before, and there's another English name Maureen.
No.
I used to know at least 5 Maureen back in the day.
There's a Maureen
right now,
yeah,
there are not a lot of them. Really?
That's the Black Man's manager.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see that.
I don't know.
It's an English name.
So, like the one I use.
Well, it's not English by origin, but like, I mean. Anyway, and the guy was talking about fighting spiritual battles, and he thinks that he says to his congregation, he says, do you think that the demon or the spirits that were fighting do not know the Bible? They know it.
When God said,
what they want to know is how much do you know it?
When God said,
I felt that.
When God said, let there be light, they were there. Now them.
Yeah.
Who say all the light?
Why was there darkness in the first place?
Now them be
they were the darkness.
Yeah, they were the darkness. Now they rebel. Now
I swear.
Fall. Yeah, they know everything.
And I was like, it's not the devil. The devil knows the Bible as much as you do, but you need to know the scriptures to use to counter the Bible. Just like how. Sorry, don't be angry. Just like when Jesus Christ was tempted after fasting for 40 days in the wilderness and 40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights.
You
don't say revised King James.
But Honage, have you seen yourself?
African Magic
the epic that you watched for 6 hours, you didn't learn anything there.
There was only they speak English there. Yeah. So there's African Magic epic and there's African Magic Igbo.
Okay, but even in the epic is not Igbo they used to speak there.
No, it's just Igbo culture, but it's not.
Same potato. You'll be hearing one or two now.
There's African Magic Hausa, which I please for your sanity, I beg in the name of God, do not even.
I don't think I've ever opened that channel before.
My mother religiously watches Hausa.
Can she speak?
She can speak. Yeah, she go up in the north.
Fantastic. So she can
catch her. I'm like,
you welcome. You did not pick any.
Because I did not go anywhere. I'm Lagos born and bred. Thank you. It's okay like this. I'm okay.
Anyway, what was I talking about? I
can't remember.
Anyway, so we have to move on from there now because we have both forgotten. No, we have passed it. Anyway, because they tempted Jesus Christ.
Anyway, 2 things you should try this week. Go to watch African Magic Epic.
Why?
And also so that you can understand that how you're wasting money with some channels. If it's possible for me to delete all African
Netflix is already representative of how much we're wasting money already.
Yeah, but not everybody can afford Netflix.
Somebody actually reached out to me that listens to a listener of the pod, and he was livid.
Why?
He has also watched Shantytown just like you have, and he agrees with everything that you have said, and he's telling me go and watch it, and I'm like, why must I watch it?
The plot of Shantytown is like the plot of all this blue film. You are not there for the plot. You're not there looking for the nyash. There's enough BBN nyash.
I love it.
In that series for you to watch.
It's amazing.
It's a terrible series.
It's amazing.
But anyway, let's move on.
To let's straight of the week.
Yeah, is it to start the week we're doing first or farming? It's farming now.
Okay. Well, the fan mails are long.
Please.
Wait, but still, we need to reiterate at this point. If you really do not follow us on social media, let me tell you what following us on social media does for us.
We do give away.
That's one, but I want to tell you also what it does for us as a brand to be for essential.
Will be like make any address. What is this?
Be like presidential address to the country after a failed government.
Please, when you send family, can you be bullet points, please?
Don't worry. Come as you are.
I know Nigerians. The 1 bullet points will be like 1 block of cement.
Hope you wrote that thing in your article. Come as you are.
What's that?
And you wrote you're writing an article. That article you asked me about.
But why am I writing this?
Because that's their tagline.
Oh,
that's their biggest campaign tagline.
Come as you pause.
Come as you are. Literally, come as you are.
Sounds very wrong.
Let me tell you what following us on social media does for us. It not only justifies the fact that a lot of people are enjoying listening to 234 as a podcast, it also helps us with bargaining rights, if you know what I mean, moving forward. So, away from enjoying the podcast, you should also follow the content that the podcast also brings out. And guess what? But you guys so much so that we're open to even hearing like kind of content you want to see, what you want, how we can engage you guys better. It is so important because this is 3 years upon this, and we need something to also show you where you don't do Instagram now, you don't do it now 6 months. You're following they like 500. You see they complain. This is 3 years on, and our numbers are not looking like our download numbers are saying. So just to ensure parity and across borders, it would be amazing if you listen to the content and also follow us on all social media platforms at 234 Essential Podcast. So follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. It is so important. And guess what? Maybe when we get to 1,000, Ayo and I will do something special for you guys. For sure.
Ugochi will do something special for you guys.
Well, see, when we reach that time and I'm getting all the accolades, I don't want to see you anywhere. If I catch you there, if I catch you, I will post Ayo has pictures that he wanted to send for you people that you have not seen. I will post any picture. That time you will know.
It's passport photograph I have.
That's what you that time you will know what it is. But anyway, it's very important for our listeners. We know you love us and we love you guys too. We do this every day. You guys are really the motivation, to do this every day. So like also the motivation for us is us seeing the numbers, getting your emails. So follow us, thank you. I don't know if this touches anybody, but like, yeah. And I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to like people who need to hear it.
Now people for choir is supposed to preach to, because now they're
the iniquity they start.
Pregnancy they plenty.
But thank you guys. Follow us, like, share, review, listen to our last episode. Yeah. I forgot the name of the last episode. That's why I stopped.
All right.
What's the name of the last episode? Times are hard and the economy is bad. Please, yes.
Nollywood film. All right, family number 1. Anonymous from Texas. Hi, Ugochi, AOT2, Phil and Nana. Did I spell them all right?
Yes, you did.
I want to stay anonymous. I'm a massive fan from Houston, Texas. I'm very much Nigerian though, but from Delta. And I love your content. I literally look forward to it.
Why is it but from Delta? Deltans are not Nigerians.
Delta, God will pray for them. I literally look forward to it every Wednesday. It's so genuine and it makes me feel like I'm home.
Love
this might be long because I've always wanted to send an email.
Keep him
but
coming.
I need to remember. Firstly, I will start by saying my mom also attended photo. Wow.
That's a big B.
Fancy.
Love it.
So when
Shout out to your mommy.
So when Ugochi mentioned it, I was excited. Then when I heard about her experience, it started amusing, and I was like, "Mommy never mentioned any of this. Your mom know this shit again." She has to be clean now.
No, when she probably went to photo, they were all booky and they were like fewer girls.
No, so she last year I graduated from secondary school, more like left without graduation. I didn't feel too bad because I already got admitted here and I got an award there too. You could say double win. And there was a lot of thinking about the school I was going to attend for undergrad by my parents, not me, because I know for a fact that I am schooling out. They were giving me options like Babcock, Abuad. What the hell is Nile University? Even the war zone called Uniben. I added war zone. When my mom did her masters, I didn't like any, but I still filled out Babcock or Uniben. Babcock is the place. If you want babes, just go to Babcock. Or Uniben.
But they don't eat protein. Animal protein.
Don't worry, the girls there will give you the protein.
Love it. That's if you're allowed to eat them out.
I still filled out Babcock or Uniben with the agreement that I'll get a compensation allowance for jam. I am okay with the schools, but they are not just for me. How will I go to school and not eat meat or carry short here?
Love it.
I'm talking shoulder length, Biko. No, the Uniben, my dad threatened me a lot with public school. If you put an attitude, I'll send you to a public school. You all know for a fact I won't survive in public school. I was not just that tough or strong in that aspect. I'm a thick ajebo. I like how you
I love it. He knows himself.
Or herself. My friend spoke a lot about public school. It sounded fun and well, but please no. Anyways, it was as though they had to bring an academic counselor to convince me about the schools. He ended in premium tears. My mom couldn't give a flying fuck, and I cried to my God and my dad because we were talking about 7 years. My dad then made a deal with me, big mistake. He said if I can get admitted into the school I want, then I will go. I took his word. Every day I go back from school, I'll be in my room on my little laptop, writing application essays, filling out applications, emailing the school, and nothing. I didn't write any SAT or AACT or any exams. All they asked for were transcripts and recommendation letters, which I gave my favorite lesson teacher and school teacher. The lesson teacher did his, but the school teacher said I should do mine myself. Best believe I wrote an excellent letter of recommendation for myself. When I read it, it felt like a motivational speaker, LOL, because my life depended on it too. A fateful day after my fishy WAEC paper. Wait, they do fishy in WAEC now.
I never knew that.
I can never forget the driver came. I was going through my email on my tiny iPhone 7. As usual, I saw an email from the school.
Tiny. Where adults they use them.
I just told my brother, guy to pray for me. Then we got to my dad's office. I went through it and I saw accepted. I could not scream. I was so happy I almost cried. I told my dad, he couldn't believe it. I called my mom. She didn't even say congratulations. First, she was like, accepted to where? Anyways, a deal is a deal. I thank God because there's always been a dream, not just to me. Still, for my parents, my mom got admitted to Oxford in her time, but couldn't go because of money. Wow. My dad had to sacrifice his higher education because of money. But God made mine different. Every day, I thank God for my loving parents. Amazing. Even to the day of my orientation, my dad thought maybe it was a scam and bought a return ticket for me. And the woman that did not want me to go personally dropped me in the school. Miracle, no, they tired Jesus.
You know they tired Jesus. So
that's what they call him, the goat.
I'm telling you.
It's so long already, but I was saying everything I wanted to say. Getting here, I knew that people use Apple products, but I have the whole Apple ecosystem. On the first day of biology class, tell me why in a class of about 200 students, all I saw were iPads and MacBooks. Not one Android in sight. Because
they're not classy.
You cannot come to.
They're not classy, and they thrive on.
You cannot come to the most. You cannot come to the most powerful country in the world and using Android. You have to come on. Apple.
Rolling my eyes.
Like rolling is deep. All I said were iPads and MacBooks, not on Android devices. Not even one button iPhone in the company was like. In the company, it was like operation was intense. So I had my AirPods on Apple. iPhone and convertible laptop a few weeks back. I got my iPad, so nobody can press Jesus baby. Schooling here requires a strong ability to withstand peer pressure. Not even my PSF. My mates are in 11th grade here. You are walking, seeing Teflon bags and school bags. God, I beg you. Shout out all. That will be all for now. I've said too many unnecessary things. Love you guys loads. XOXO. Now, babe, write this thing.
I love. Why can't it be a guy?
A guy can write XOXO.
Why do you feel like a guy can't write XOXO?
It's against the rules.
Who is that person?
We take away your
Who made these rules?
We.
That's so untrue. Your younger self, your younger self did not write XOXO.
How?
It's a lie. You're joking. You're joking. See, maybe the trend passed before you fell in love.
XOXO.
See, the trend passed before you loved.
For what?
See, that your heart, Kwechiri, it was so tight that time.
Now, men. When all these people that be wearing red ring boot up and down. They say
please don't kill me.
They're wearing shoe. XOXO.
Very soon you will wait. Don't worry.
You know we'll come to school for 2 weeks. XOXO.
Very soon you will wait.
You will have malaria.
Why?
XOXO.
For what? Why would you? All those boys that used to write in the basket of love and in the something of.
But you now write to a guy.
Password.
I
can't give me chili.
Please. Let boys just find out that you sent XOXO to another boy.
Why?
Before I
said to another boy now. She's writing it to us. Kisses her. Like the guy is writing it to us now.
So a guy will not write to another guy.
So you don't want him to be in his feelings.
What feelings?
Is it only you that is sending it to me? Am I not here?
Sorry.
So but if you don't want, don't worry. It's for me. I've taken it. But
the only XOXO boys they write na X and O. That one we know.
I used to feel that thing. Gosh, there's some people that were gurus in playing.
2 way you are dead already.
No. Do you play this one? That one that there's one. There's a game right now that is like that, but it's for colors. That one that we played that December. Do you remember it?
I can't remember.
That one that is it has like tiles that you put in it through holes.
I know
I've forgotten the name.
Connect 5 or something.
Connect 4, yeah. That game is nice.
Fan mail 2.
But wait, thank you for the fan mail.
Thank you for ordering from Texas.
I like that. I like all that he has said. It's definitely about the kid. Well, he or she. I like what they said. Just in case.
Okay.
As well. Representation.
Matters.
You know? I like what they said or the person said or this person said because as much as it sounds mundane and shit, I don't think we talk enough about how family also kind of wants to influence where you school.
Now then they pay this.
Especially in terms of university. Did anybody send you to Unilag or is you that chose Unilag by yourself?
It was not an option. Before they're thinking of covenant. But like, no, I can't do that.
But your parents are nice. Some parents force their kids go as far as even go and resuming the school for them without the child even coming to school. That's so fucking crazy.
That's how the covenant started. A lot of the children, all of the people that went there, their parents dragged them there.
Do you get what I mean? And it's so uncomfortable.
They thought they were going to be very, very stubborn. Just drag it.
Do you know there are a lot of kids right now who are some sort of unhappy or lost in their lives because their parents, at the point where they could decide for themselves what they wanted to do, their parents came in and intervened and just like spoiled everything, and they are demotivated to do anything.
So they want to go to LASU.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but why is your face like that? But some people want to go to LASU now.
I don't know what the fuck you want to go and do in LASU.
Because so you're only as experienced as your mind has upgraded.
LASU is the Android of Nigeria University, and I'll tell you why.
But you know that they had the best law departments for many years running.
If you have criminals in your campus, they go to 5 and 6.
Fair points. Actually, you should know the law very well.
And when Good Luck wanted to change the name of Unilag to Maulag. Last one wanted to quickly go and turn the University of Lagos. Hey, come.
That was a gog, really. We were alive. There was a pandemic.
I don't know. They said like over 30 sons came to come and sons that
finished from,
So I got no trial.
See, our alma mater is Unilag. We don't know this
I said, bro, this alma mater is strong. No even try. I got no trial.
See, it's because it was Unilag.
Because of Unilag. They already done the bus stop.
Yes, so.
Are you... Oga, this is a brand new. You want to fuck it up.
That was so unnecessary.
You know when you want to appease Yoruba, you say we don't want. You don't want to show anything.
Is it not how OAU changed their name? Was
actually University of Ife.
Yeah, and then became Abafemi Awolowo.
When I was young, I was not
They
confused.
bullied them too, because you know that time they were also comparing that if they were able to change OAU to University of Ife to OAU, then what is there with
When I was young, I was very confused. When they said OAU, like 3 students were dead in OAU. I was like, OAU, the political organization. So later I didn't know, Abafemi Awolowo. Wow.
But there's some kind of university short acronyms that is just like, why is it important?
There's some acronyms that when you hear like,
just call the full name of the university.
There's no point. There's no point.
Like all these people that goes to Saito Larry and be like, Saito Larry. Just like, why? Call the full name, it's okay.
Or you go to Laspo Tech. When you hear Laspo Tech, no, that one is one is the... You know those... we will not talk.
Just leave it as it is, please.
Yeah. I like Yabatek, sir.
The name, Abi.
Yeah, I like Yabatek.
It sounds like that is the name of the school.
They want to change it to some metro university. I'm like, Yabatek is Yabatek. Why?
Based on advancements now. Really is this not a metro city? Metropolitan area.
Metro. The only metro I know is Young Metro.
Love it. Is that a rapper?
He's a producer.
Oh.
All right.
I knew that.
Email number 2.
Another long email.
Trust you all had a great week. I'm sending 2 emails today. Follow up on my release therapy and this. Based on last week's conversation, I wanted to hear my opinion with the kind of job I did before I left Nigeria. I have been privileged to meet people in this country, and people need to know that there are a lot of fake life, fake jewelry, fake watches, and bakings in Lagos. Of course, you know. Only a handful of celebrities have an original piece. I really need to give props to Daddy Freeze because he opened the Pandora box on fake watches years ago when he was one of the few Nigerians rocking original watches. Yeah, Daddy Freeze is a big watch guy. He can squander his money for watches. I remember sometime in 2018, I was meeting with someone in Naves in Idejo for lunch while I was waiting for the person. A couple of G-boys put up in their C300 and their fake watches. They'll put on Rolex's dates. They had eyes on them. Trust me, I can tell a fake watch when I see it. Might I call myself a luxury connoisseur? It happened. From the bezel side and the date window, they probably had paid 2 to 5 million, but that was still fake. The person I was meeting came in wearing a Rolex GMT Master 2 in white gold that will cost between 35 to 45 million naira as far back as 2018. Mind you, I've seen the person with a 300k Rolex Daytona Cosmograph. This person uses watches. Definitely.
Person probably sells watches. Maybe the person is work for Polo Avenue.
Probably.
Anyway, Polo sells a lot of
Rolex. Drove a 2015 S class. Can you notice that people that are very luxurious, they drive Benz? I'm not letting you people know. You don't drive Toyota or Honda.
That's we're not doubting that the car is a luxury car.
Yeah.
We're doubting the capabilities of people to maintain the luxury. That's what we're saying.
God will give you the money.
Okay.
He will give you the
Should we not be waiting? It's also synonymous to fake life. Can you not see that?
Said a man that wants to marry a woman with big breasts must have big hands. Peter Doce, 1972.
I'm sure this guy. I'm sure Peter Doce didn't say this.
It's an African magic. And the smell, I was seeing this person with a 300k Rolex Daytona Cosmograph. Anyway, he drove a 2015 S class and wore the simplest of outfits. He was wearing a body chair, That was my first time smelling it.
Yeah.
And the smell made the entire atmosphere silent. The perfume cost over 700K.
It's now more self.
The guy came in and his aura was screaming old money. Nobody told me I had to hustle to buy my own body chair, but I settled for the cheapest one though. My point is that in Lagos, remember you have to dress as you want to be addressed. Believe me. I didn't say to go and buy fake things though. For example, my dream watch is a Frank Muller Vanguard. Crazy hour. AOT2. I know that you should look up the watch. I know the watch, trust me. But I can't afford it. I use my Apple Watch and smell very good. And it has always come in handy. Smell good, look good, nobody go fit challenge you. Lagos is filled with fake life and many of them want to oppress people with lifestyle they can't keep up with. Bro, we all say that. I know of a particular family in that same country that made money when Abacha was in power. Guys, when I mean money, no be Dangote monopoly money. These guys are the real definition of low-key old money. They have never been on the news and it's a big family. I don't know how they have been able to keep themselves from making headlines. The first time I saw a presidency plate number on a Rolls Royce was when I visited their residence. By the way, over 15 cars, including escort vehicles, have the same presidency plate. And it was like 2010 and sometime 2019. I was meeting up with one member of the family. I noticed the person had a diplomatic plate. And when I asked her why she had a different plate, her response was, every proper car...
Can I get a presidency
plate now? Especially Yahoo boys, bro, I won't lie, I had to rethink my life. They confirmed that every of their car now has a diplomatic plate, including the escort vehicles. Nigeria will work for people one day.
I swear.
Anyway, why don't you use regular plates? This is a family that has 2 Boeing BBJs as their own private plane.
Normally.
Excluding the private jets I know them with. I keep up with them at arm's length, but what I'm trying to point out is that the real old money in this country are quite as fuck. Of
wealthy
course,
people, yeah.
And they will do anything to stand out and keep themselves from the masses. They don't need to impress anybody. So I think people should also know that where your money stops, now there another person will start. Definitely.
Normally, do you know who I am?
And for anybody that doesn't know the power of plate numbers, let me explain. In 2010, if you had the presidency plate number, you won't get stopped because it had a bit of legitimacy. But the moment Nance boys, we'll talk about Nance later. And every Yahoo boy could get their hands on it, it became useless. I've been in the military checkpoint somewhere in Ikeja, heading towards Murutala, where I was stopped. A car with presidency plate and escort was stopped, but the car with a diplomatic plate and no escort wasn't stopped. Even living in Lagos, do not let these footy boys, selling women and fraudsters make you think you're useless. It's not fun to be broke, but no go do past yourself. Cheers, guys. Yeah, definitely. Thank you
fake life is the center of Lagos.
Fake life, fake cars, fake relatives, fake yash.
And it's not just on the island, it's everywhere in Lagos.
So what's the point?
Say it's fake yash, God I beg.
There's fake yash now.
But they bought it. So it's original.
The fake Rolex that I wear is not that.
It's a commodity now.
Yes, it's a commodity.
But it's just that it's not full locum. Just like, do you get what I mean?
At this point now, they will sell second hand because where is they are doing fake yash.
Okay, the one they use Maggie to do, that one is second hand one. That's the fake one.
That one is under the counter. God be with you. God be with you, Daniel.
Local.
Yeah, but this is a cool email. I like how the guy broke it down. There are a lot of people who pose as if they actually have the money.
Which could be a girl too.
Yeah, and bro, when you see money,
you know.
You keep quiet. What you said he wants to buy, if you see that watch, my guy.
Even those clothes that you said the guy wore that is
simple. That's what watches are when you see them. There's one watch that, God, if I enter stupid money, I want to buy it.
PK?
It's a Rolex, but it's the blue oyster dial, but it has the Arabic numbers on it.
Nice.
Bro, and it's very rare. It was done for like a royal Dubai family.
Interesting.
If I have that watch.
But see, wristwatches deal.
Bro.
Wristwatches
that to me is the real NFT. Go and invest in wristwatches. You know you're talking about.
There's this page I follow on IG that they only talk about wristwatches, like powerful men in the world who wear, and the wristwatches they wear. I've forgotten the name. When I remember,
actually,
I'm not so much of a wristwatch fan, but I love perfumes.
I love wristwatches. Bro.
I know. But I mean, I get it. There are people. Anyway, that's investments now.
It's investment.
And the best way to as well to
also do something for your children, like a family heirloom.
Exactly.
A lot of white people do that.
They buy wristwatches.
You see a guy wearing the watch of his great grandfather, and you can't sell it because it's even damn too expensive.
Imagine wearing a shoe pad on your wrist.
See, this is his watch now.
I love it.
Then once more, Yahoo will now come.
See, even look at the leather.
Yes, no,
it's in the finishing of the wristwatch itself.
These are the big boy watches, no? Not all these Rolex that won't us. The ice is even blinding us. We can't even see what.
But normally, as
and
it
the ice is fake.
Do you understand? Fugaz.
Fugaz.
Normally, if wealth doesn't make any noise. That's the truth. Now people when no get money, they shout.
They shout. No.
Now then they make noise.
Look at me, I just bought a new house.
Say, do you understand?
I bought a luxurious house in Lekki.
And they start to form collectors. Oh my God,
the guys. Not your road.
The guys that we don't talk about enough are the guys who buy art.
Yeah.
For as collections, like you get,
so
like, they collect art pieces.
You look at the house like this one's are really
if see like Wings Towers or Ozumba Mbadiwe, gosh, the amount, I don't know who owns that building. I'm always telling myself that I'll try to find out.
They don't want you to know.
See, I'll find out.
They don't want you to
ask me this thing by next week when you see me.
Now, if you want it, you want it.
This I know. It's for you not to hear something. You know those Nigerian uncles that they will catch you doing something bad. So once they see your mommy, do you understand? When they see your mommy say, "Do you know Ugochi kissed a boy?" Okay, because you're not kissing boys now, you feel that you're that uncle.
This our man's kid. One guy called down the road. She was not talking to the guy. Then her auntie passed. Auntie now told her mother, "You see what her woman was doing? She spread her leg
in front of the man.
In front of the man. The man was doing like this.
Oh my God, see.
That is a different version of it.
They've used that thing to slap me before. My mother, I swear to God. See, we're going through a trying time in my family, but just experienced recent loss. Yes. And I escorted, so somebody came to our house. Like a friend to the family came to the house. Or he was on his way to our house when I was escorting somebody that came to see us. Both of us now started walking back. Now, if you know Agbara Estate very well, we used to stay close to the estate gates, and the church was on the other side of the estate. So I walked from my house towards the church. On my way back, I now saw one of my mother's friends. That's how she now said, "How are you? And who is this person you're working with?" Understanding fully well that we just went through loss in my house, and this age range of this person should be similar to. That's how she went home to go and tell my mother. I swear to God, my mama with tears in her eyes, which planted the seed of doubt and hate, malicious seeds in my mother's mind.
The way they seeds like
I used to have a cut on my head because of this beating I received that day. How that person
doesn't come to your house again?
My mother apologized. That was the first time my mother apologized to me for anything. Do you know? Interesting now, I don't even remember who the person was that went to my mom that thing.
Yeah. Such is left.
See, me like near the gate, like now he carry this thing.
Wow, descended. African magic epic.
See, I don't know which kid this was, but I was that kid that once you beat me like this, I fought with you. I'm not coming into the house again. I don't want to eat your food, die with your things. In fact, I don't even want. Just leave me alone. I'm an independent person now. I'm a free thinker. Just leave me alone.
Now, independent don't start.
But guess what? Whenever anybody, even till date, somebody should just say sorry. It's okay, we're good. I mean, genuinely, nobody the one, because all these boys now, we don't they notice sooner. Smart, you go and fuck up one place, you will come back inside. You say sorry for the team because it's so important.
Moving on.
They do lie. They tell lies. In fact, human being lie. Men lie. Women lie. Everybody lies. But be careful, more careful,
guys. Most careful. Guys, if your babe says she was feeling ill around February 13 to 15, sorry, she was not feeling ill.
What about your guy? If your man was feeling,
they hang out for one place.
If your man says going on a business trip from 13 to 15, so come.
Business day, no business. Money must be made.
Wow. But she can't feel sick.
How can you feel sick?
Why? See, some people's period is coming before Valentine's.
You go shift out. You go for sin or waiting. You go shift out. This is a man, no. We know the way. Shift it.
You know, I really appreciate
move around the calendar. Something big is about to go down.
So she should go and distort her circle because of Nax, because of Valentine Nax.
She'll be alright.
The guy will be okay too.
2 minutes of pleasure.
That's how the guy will be okay.
2 minutes of pleasure.
That's if it's up to 2 minutes. It can be 1 minute. It could be less. Nigerian men, do they do foreplay?
They do.
Nigerian men do nothing. Squeeze, you mean? They squeeze it with so much violence.
You know why? Because
so much vigor.
All the money is spent on the day. You say, what if I can't shoot?
But why do people feel like it's every Nigerian man that is spending money?
Oh, so there's some that don't spend money.
Of course, there are men that don't spend money.
Let us know your secret, all you men.
No, but 100%.
Some don't just buy.
Some will just I'll marry you. Don't worry, I'll
marry
you.
Nana, you look like all those group of friends that used to advise the boy that is the love.
But it's true. There's some babes that
That's how Nana looks.
There's some babes that don't like you based on vibes. I like this guy.
No. So Nax now, but not based on relationship now.
More money than you do.
No, 100%. Like, but I'm not even doubting that, right? There are just some men who don't have game. Let's call it spade. The same way, there's some men that don't know how to.
You know what
they don't know how to touch a person.
You know what?
Everything for them must be hard and strong. Come on, do you get? Some people think that.
You see, I get prayer.
What?
Come deep beside me, sharp.
You guys, I wish you used to see the expression.
Before, you know
The expressions that I see in this place.
You don't say if you live for face me, I face you.
You
If you come knock your door, say they want to the bread. So you don't change it for 6 months.
You need to be quick.
You need to be quick. Then one day she now.
So you inflict pain on her
She now
instead
finally
of
came to
pleasure.
your house. Before you can even say, I'll do my mind. Mama don't get condom under it. No need to go to chemist and say, hey, yeah.
Those days of going to chemist are long gone.
No, now you just not. Now, two
Straight
minutes,
to the
hey.
point.
After that first one, like, hey,
Hotbed.
how are you? Are you okay? Are you fine? I just don't back register. So all my money has got to be in vain.
See, the problem is not how quick the sex happens. The problem is that the foreplay is too hard. Some people want to use their teeth to bite off somebody's nipple. Why are you doing that? Are you wicked? Why?
You'll be waiting. Lagos is hard.
Oh, look at the excuses.
Lagos is a hard city. So when you see, you go.
When you see something soft, then you should be soft too.
No, you can't.
That's right. You're supposed to. It doesn't change the environment
You
of
attack
things.
like a Black Panther. Spirit of the Black Panther.
I hope it's not cute.
Yes, I've been without a wine for 6-7 months.
You
You can't catch her. No, you don't go. You don't go. You want to do Denzel.
Yes,
no.
now you have to be cool.
You don't prove him nothing.
Because that's why you guys don't watch porn.
The second date, you cannot be like, how are you? How are your name?
Since that we now know that there are people who listen to this podcast that just finished secondary school.
You don't tell Baba say you coming. I'm coming to your house by 1 p.m.
Don't listen.
6 o'clock that day.
Don't listen to Ayomide Tayo's advice. Don't listen.
Give the phone to the Uber driver. Where are you? You don't finally come. You don't say how to watch Netflix. When you hear back down off your clothes. When you hear that end not drop. Madam, off your pants.
I just come and help you all be careful.
This Nana.
No.
I've told you that Nana.
If you get the carry flat.
And now that there is no fuel.
No fuel.
Now there's now that there's fuel scarcity.
So you will let the guy know, say this fuel right there. As you say this is not the reach half tank. See, you don't need to move with that.
I'm going through so much
See,
here.
if you have an apartment like mine, just as you come the living room, just dim the light everywhere. Just AC door on. Come to the shower house. You already know, madam.
That light is very important.
No, but you guys are actually blowing my mind.
Start you off this thing.
Why?
Why are we talking?
Why are we not talking?
Wait.
I don't like the plot. Don't be telling me about the plot of the scene.
Your phone now. I've known each other so much on the phone. Don't you
Baby, just naked this thing once.
So that's why girls don't go to a guy's house. This is why they say, why did you go to his house? When they say, oh, something happened, this went down. The girl, when the girl cries wolf, they not say, why did you go there?
No, I'm not about those guys. I don't like confession one. But, don't come and tell me about plot.
know why?
Don't come and tell me.
What if she gets there and she has changed her mind?
No, guys.
No, she can get there and change her mind.
If she changes her mind.
Maybe she has gotten there now. She feels like the ambience of this place is not giving.
Because some guys now, when you now invite the babe, you have to not be like crack house.
Do you understand?
You know what crack house is? Have you seen a crack house?
Because guys, you are trying to tidy up everywhere.
No, there's some guys.
that are messy to the teeth.
If you ever just Google what a crack house is, a crack house is the worst kind of house ever. It's like junkies are living there. And you now bring this fine babe. The babe will not be torn. See,
Normally,
as the babe don't enter, make sure just enter into AC. Many people know they had already. Then you want to play the Wicked or Drake. Not play Drake gangsta, play Drake mellow.
not portable.
Go and buy JBS. Invest in JBS speaker. Don't go and buy all those. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Please. Don't buy all those ones. And please invest in candles. Let your house smell nice.
Let it smell nice.
Do you understand?
Before she's come, what do you want to eat so that the food don't do.
Do you understand?
Maybe the day okay. Do you want cold water? Everything.
No, please.
Don't be. We're not trying to attack.
Champagne.
But as everything don't palash.
See, you need to follow up. See, right? When you now still get to that point, you now still need to follow up with some tenderness. Not that when you want to hold somebody's breast, you want to check it from the socket, where it's joining from the body. You want to jack it from there. It's not for food there. Biko, this is not low. You need to touch the person with love. Just understand what I mean?
Have you seen the breast they're making these days? They big so.
The more reason why you should spend your time like going around it, to see like the undulations, to feel the texture of the boobs. Which one is the one that I want to grab everything at once? Is your hand the hand of God?
I know the sound of my gen. Now only 1 liter with me. That's what they do.
How do you know?
You don't know.
Anyway, true, Sha.
Fair.
Fair. When the fellow wants to finish, you start knowing.
So this girl never see off clothes. She's asking me. She's telling me about the plot of the.
You guys, once the gen goes off, please go home. That's it.
No,
there's no need having coitus in the heat.
As a guy,
there's no need for that shit.
You need to have a gen. Or you need to have alternative power supply.
See, we're in Nigeria. Gen is important.
Yes.
It's as important
even
as breathing.
Yes.
But still,
just have a nice house, make it very hospitable. Let her feel our
and once the gen goes off, be out. Just see
guys,
that kind of guy that is not going to, that is not thinking about the coolness of your body and his body.
If you buy 7 liter and you want it to last like 10.
You will not open the fuel tank too much.
You not go open the fuel tank too much. Raise the gen, tilt you can't put small enjoy inside this thing. Trust me.
Truncate it so that lift it up from one side, from the fuel tank to where the thing is.
You go do for us. The gen is still there.
So it's 7 liters they used to use, not 10 liters.
10 liters you want.
God, I beg.
Even 3 liters will last you long. Why is you have to make it's hard.
Oh my gosh.
You don't go 7 restaurants in this Lagos. You never see one nipple.
It's good. That's it. See, in fact, you guys ensure that you make it 10, and Zaza Kali should be part of it. You need a performance, darling. Go to an RSVP. Very important. These 3 topmost must be part of it. Please, very important. Ensure that he. You deserve to be.
See, now for the entrance, we go jack you for what? We don't even get time. You know how you go with the drum. We make a boot to go come play for background.
Oh my God.
We don't even get time, safe.
Be soft.
We'll play Cookie. What that Cookie song? Hey, Pass the Agbara. I hear that song. See, that aggression.
And I don't like you for AOT2. I don't think you're not teaching AOT2. You're not leading AOT2 in the right light.
She sees the reaction to your box and like, oh man. She just tells the group chat is going down.
See, all those things they used to drink, does it work?
So if you use, I don't know about, but if you use I forgot what the outside guys called their own, the northern guys.
I don't even know it.
Bruntashi. I think that's the name.
I think I've heard of it now that you mentioned
that
it.
That girl doesn't come, you're dead.
Are you serious? So is the thing that the girl must come or the guy comes, then the erection goes down? What's the essence of these?
So it pumps a lot of blood into your
so the guy doesn't come.
So it makes you last longer. It makes it very.
They tire.
So those guys that say I want 7 hours, you will see 7 hours.
God, I beg you. What are you? You must definitely be a gold digger. They must be looking for gold somewhere.
Some guys don't like long.
What?
Some people like it. They like it long.
What are they? That's a performance.
They want full.
That's a full. That's production.
First half, second half.
That's a full production. What the fuck?
Some girls like it that way.
So I was listening to Moments with Stoke yesterday.
I thought it's a Moments with Mo. No. That show flex.
No, but that's how. Now show she take enter. Now why she be OG now?
Why she's pregnant? The pictures of her with like a protruding tummy.
Mo.
No.
Which person?
Took a marking.
Me, I don't know about that. I Kukuma saw her. That's how I was like, when we were talking Moments with Mo, I said she's pregnant.
No.
I said how? That one they supposed not already. The menopause don't suppose don't this since. God, I beg.
The men where they pause.
The men have paused.
They paused it.
Anywho, she was talking to this actor, the guy
that's in every Netflix series.
Listen, and she was saying to him, she asked him that how many times a week do you think that people should have sex? And the guy says every day. What do you think?
I'm not married, so I don't know.
No. So if you're in a relationship, so you don't. Okay, you've never been in a relationship before.
The relationship different now.
So in a relationship,
you can't be having sex. You don't get job.
Okay. So because of this marriage one, now you want to remove yourself inside.
Yes. No.
So you've never thought to the extent that what if I marry?
But you know that the thing about marriage is that you go see the person.
Yeah.
And there's no how to find babies. You already know. Say if I do it this way, now so she go sound. If I do it this way, at one point you're like.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend anyway after I heard it, and I was like, to be very honest.
But some people they have actually high
libido. Yeah,
two of them know each other well. So
I see. First of all, be with somebody that can match it.
Yeah,
like there's some people whose libido is very low, just leave them as it is.
It's not easy, man. Or Emefiele.
The CBN governor. You know, it's not just see. First of all, get somebody. If you know you have high libido, look for somebody who has equally as high.
We have too much sex in this country, and sex is one of the gateways which you know, distress. You know, drugs is very big right now. Drinking is a lot. And sex.
Different types of highs.
Yeah, different. Everybody has their own high. Some people go to church to get their own high.
Do you get what I mean?
Some people, out of 7 days, they go to church 5 times a day.
6 if you're not careful.
Monday morning, you see some people in church and they pray that they want money.
Before they go to... But you know, I used to be that person. I used to go to church before I go to school.
That's mass. Yeah, we understand.
Yeah, mass is
but
quick.
not, you say, you are praying for money. Then,
why you in church?
Well, then why you know I walk? Bro, I don't get
Misplaced priorities. Actually.
All right. That's the side way about knocking.
Wait, I've not finished my own.
Sorry.
Do you see? You want to silence me?
Sorry.
Is that what you want to do?
Sorry, I'm not silencing you.
Okay,
sorry.
thank you. Anyway, second thing, be with somebody that you're attracted to.
But that's one I can never do. I cannot even try that.
See, like, some people are married to people that they don't really feel that they're not
just like, oh, this
like physically they're not attracted to the person. This is the option I have,
so let me.
Do you understand? And the person is nice.
But you remember that it's forever is very long.
That ever.
Bro, after 6 months, you'll be like,
see.
I would never do 6 years. God, you don't go blow trumpets like this.
I promise you. And then you start looking for, and I'm not saying that this is a reason to cheat or anything. Definitely not. But
that bad is a cheat.
Hey God, I beg you. Says the person that wants to do 1 for 1. For 1 for 1 is advising you to cheat. Don't listen to your superheroes. Sometimes they can lead you astray.
You go know ourselves.
Very important. Exactly. That's the thing I was coming to.
The way David knew Bathsheba, that's how we know ourselves. Please, I beg.
Please don't kill me.
Yes.
Actually, interesting. The sermon in church today talk about King David.
We are in this. Oh God.
The man after God's heart, and still tell us about how he collected somebody. He collects somebody's wife.
I'm fighting for King David because
still, even though he feared God.
I have a theory that Bathsheba was the first OnlyFans model. Because how you go bath and you don't go no say King Palace day there. You too. Ashawo don the day you are.
No, why? But maybe normally. But you no go expect say person go dey peep you.
It's like how you just employ housemaid. You can't wear shorts, knicker up and down. One day she now bend down.
Get me sure.
You know that madam go. Maybe she just go.
No, that house girl own. I don't get it. Like I don't.
She don't go like sister fellowship or anything. Baba don't.
You need sisters.
Baba, and the girl is sweeping. She wear bomb shorts. She don't bend down.
See, Nana, I don't know the kind of experience you have in your life.
No. You know, old school girls, grandmas.
No, they always have supreme mothers.
Yeah.
They always have the weirdest name.
Flower sisters.
But you understand?
You now leave your husband with a raging erection, and you say a supple young lady.
Ready, in your house. That's why women no longer have house help. So those kind of house helps.
The man. Sir, is there anything I can do?
Oh no, she'll come and meet him. Say, Oga.
No, bro. Nipple not there. It's like poo.
See, Nigerian movies exposed us to those things. Do they still do it? Anikolapo. The fate of Anikolapo rests upon the man.
You want to now bring the cameras back. One night, Baba one knock. The one has said, please, I've had a very long day. Just say, please, I want to go and watch. But
you know that character is so dirty.
You go just knock on the girls this thing. And now they don't even talk to her. She don't need the Oga. Oh yeah, open.
See, and that Oga mentality is so disgusting. It's so disgusting. See, like, how would you even do that? It's basically like sleeping. How can you sleep with have sex with somebody that's under your roof? Like somebody that they brought to take care of you.
It's so different.
Like you should take care of the person.
And then it's so different the way men and women think.
Tell me about it. That's so bottom barrel.
You go say that woman for your house and hey. You just like okay.
God I beg. Man, you are funny.
And there's one song that rises like this where the aggro is hot like this. More.
Is there a time that the aggro is not hot?
No, there's one song that comes out like that. One hot song like this. There's only men that know that song.
I love it.
That song knock like
precisely
this.
that. They know when it's rising and when it's setting.
Anything can go down. Before you know it now, you have girl now.
And anybody can be a scapegoat.
Also, you have girls now wearing fine clothes.
All of a sudden, she looks fine to you.
Now,
It's not as if she's not wearing.
After
No.
Nike, your wife will now notice that this girl's using her phone.
I'm telling you, her life.
She's doing makeup and everything.
She's changing her hair every week.
Every time I shout on her, guys say, please don't make.
Oh no, baby, why are you shouting at her? Take it easy. Take it easy.
Say, why don't they? You don't wipe. You don't they?
Sure, see.
Bosses that we shout at you the more.
And I say, don't like that, very stupid girl.
At the back.
Hey, it's really.
But at the back, you don't say sorry now. You know that if I don't do that, you will think something's happening. Okay, man.
Fear them.
Please.
24/7. Don't take break.
Now so.
When you wake up in the morning, when you pray to God for your life, pray to God against men and their lies and their treachery.
Please.
Look at this.
Don't forget that Sheila is still there.
December. No, redeem the Christ Church. 99 days fasting. See. See, let me tell you, the older you grow, the more you understand that anything can happen.
Anything can collect.
See, anything. And the person you once thought was a peaceful lamb.
If you see the nyash, or one day you get waka, I've told her just drop.
Do you understand?
I just
all those kind of households, where they cross the house to go bathroom. Don't desist from living all those kind of homes.
I know that's where the way they're walking, where the bedroom slippers will be do clack. Then the house should have been crack.
See, but I don't.
sound.
Do you know that? I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't understand the. No, I understand the sex appeal behind when tying towel, but I don't see the sex appeal in tying towel.
Oh my deal.
I don't see.
Because as your mind, like, this thing just drop like.
See, I rather a robe than towel.
You say down.
I like.
You know the way they do.
Yes, no, but it's a simple.
It's like what we said before the pod. Some of these robe be like all this new generation.
No, like a bathrobe.
Tap where you go. Where they remove? They call it. Before you know, I just want that.
Oh my God!
No,
definitely a robe.
Just move it. Just
because I feel like towels just like stand. They're just there. They don't do. They don't do so much.
It's the water that knows the way the lion is moving. Leave it over there.
And now I know, Sha. Now I know what's on this. And now I know what's
all right, tweet of the week, please.
Please, can you tell me to stop doing this tweet of the week?
All right, this one is from a guy called Isaac Marv, _Isaac Marv. He tweeted, POS and fuel attendants on our time go soon pass. Ask nose mark and hand sanitizer people. It don't clear for their eye. I remember when in the height of the COVID, I asked this woman, how much is the whole pack? She said 20,000.
Yeah, so
25,000. I look at
30K.
I'm like, God.
30,000 naira for a box of nose mask. Do you understand? We didn't even use it. It was only Neotex that is used in hospital.
No, sorry, it was 30K. No. And hand sanitizer people. Oh my
Jesus.
Lord.
See, it's not when Too Short made their money. Yes, that's when they made their money. That's when they came out. But they make cash.
These guys in I think I don't know where they were, whether in America or Australia. They bought like a huge amount of hand sanitizers.
Just to be selling it.
Because it was against the law. Because they already partly. I just was
too much.
They're hoarding it. Like what? You don't need this much.
See, now that time everybody can say ethanol self they disinfect. Everybody don't they use alcohol, they disinfect their hands.
It was wild.
27% to 47%.
That lockdown was wild.
I'm telling you.
People were going out of their fucking mind.
Very true.
That's why some people got divorced to their.
Because they realized that they couldn't stay with their spouses.
They were like, is this how my wife is?
Do you understand?
So one guy said, it's not. He said, I hate my children. They're terrorists.
But you know, actually, children are so mean. I don't think we understand that you love them and shit.
You used to be your children 24/7. And this was lockdown.
This one nobody said that they go to school.
How many times you want to hear Peppa Pig?
Do you understand?
You're praying like
I'm frozen.
I can't do this anymore.
I swear. Daddy, you took my kitty.
For me, I just enter a car, just go and smoke.
I'm telling you. I'm sure a lot of people would. I'm sure that's when a lot of people started smoking.
Yes, no.
Just for escapism.
With your spouse, you see each other every day. Please, sometimes.
So is this how she used to wash plates?
Yeah, this is how she talks. Look at how she is this how she walks in the office? Just talking now. But why is she so serious?
And you realize that your husband he repeats the same boxers. He's not motivated to change it every day.
You don't get pot belly.
Do you understand? And it really doesn't work out so much.
It doesn't work out so much.
Like, fuck.
God. Another lockdown should not happen.
Jonas, well, for me, I enjoyed the lockdown shower.
You are single.
I was wow.
Sorry.
Hey.
You're not married, sorry. Oh, yeah,
see, let me tell you something. God will fight for me.
Okay.
You know, now I can be single. Tomorrow, something can happen.
You can be album.
Do you understand? Tomorrow, I can be double.
Double.
Do you understand? Not double with a baby, but double with somebody.
There was this lady that came out during the height of the lockdown. She said, please, say she wants to fuck. She said it to her back. She's looking for dick to fuck. Please, she's begging. Actually, during that period, a lot of male neighbors.
Oh my God.
That was just see your female neighbor just walking up and down with towel up and down.
I don't have neighbor.
Just say, what is this woman looking for?
But you know what? I think that was as much. If it ever got to that point, I think I never felt the need for another person.
Because you know you're going to die now.
I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel like I was going to die. I was just like, see, I beg everybody, be in your house, stay in your. Why are you outside?
No, that I was like, what are you people?
What are you doing outside?
Especially older Nigerians.
Do you understand?
They used to feel like they could. I said, do you know?
Can't you stay in your house?
If you can't now, you will die. Go and stay in.
Do you get what I mean?
If you don't stay in our house, it took this to disappear.
But I think what I hated most about that time was the inability to buy stuff.
Oh God, it was terrible.
It was so difficult to buy the simplest things.
They lifted the ban a little bit. I could not go to.
You can go to the supermarket. Yeah.
I went to a station. Give everything. I chatted to Kemawa.
Oh my God.
Because you could not. I said,
go straight.
When I got to like boom, I told her, I said yes. Because I was eating the same food over. My brain was, I'm like, I can't do this
it was
anymore.
horrible.
I can't do this anymore. I'm tired.
Definitely not the lockdown again in that aspect, oh, please. But every other thing, I like that the world, we're not in a hurry to anywhere. Everybody was just, there were these apps that were raining then. That's when TikTok blew. There's one house they called it something Clubhouse.
Yeah. What's the round? Triller.
Yeah.
But TikTok really blew.
That's when TikTok really came full circle.
Don't rush. Don't touch.
Arrive. Then I go up.
I'm like, sorry, is it the same brown? Is it the same brown brush all of you are using? Because I don't understand.
See, that's when you know that different people with different brush.
We got tired, like,
that Jamaica brush now.
It's enough. I don't rush again.
Was it that time that break your heart come out?
I don't know.
Shall I create love? What they have?
I always this one came out.
That was our lockdown jam now.
You know, there was one country. The police were patrolling the different neighborhoods. When they play that thing,
they'll know that.
They'll let you know you have to stay inside.
Do you understand?
Everybody knew that one.
That was the end all and be all. That song. Everybody knew that song. But right, no lockdown anymore. No, how was your week?
Oh, my week was so. It was, was just there.
Because now you reach out to me one time. I told Ayo that my throat.
I came through for.
I told Ayo that I was not feeling fine. Oh no, wait. Wait now. Why did you reach the end first?
Okay,
wait.
That's not the end.
So that later you came through. Okay, no.
You came through first. Back. You gave me my phone back.
Yeah. So it was even Toyosi that saw the phone. She was like, who is doing now this phone? I was like, definitely Ayo's phone. Yeah. This is definitely. Anyway, I told Ayo that I was experiencing some discomfort in my throat. I now told him he came through with the vitamin C.
Correct. It's not that small vitamin C you people leak. This Oyibo vitamin C.
Before, is the effervescent.
This is what they give you, Mount.
This is the 1,000 mg they say you should be drinking.
What's in that hospital? Redditing.
God, I beg.
This is what they give you there.
They give you a Reddington and St. Nicholas.
They said Nicholas, one for 40k.
Yes.
It's not easy. No. See, I know how to take
Thank God that you left the receipt inside there.
I left it there.
I saw the receipt. Do you know that thing is 6k? This pharmacy.
Yeah, because I wanted to buy it somewhere. I know it was 6k. When they now told me it was 2k, I'm like, wow.
That's why I told you to buy it for me. Do you understand why I now called you?
See, women, I can take care of women. I can take care of a pregnant woman.
So let me tell you what.
I can take care of a pregnant woman.
So are you implying that I'm pregnant or what?
You say it's truth.
You cannot take care of a pregnant person.
We don't know what to use it with your throat.
Anybody.
We don't know what to do with your throat. Because these Lagos girls now, we don't know. It happen. We don't know just...
Oh God, I beg. See, I'm not even going to address that because it will be like there's no need. Why? What am I defending?
But because I can take care of a pregnant woman.
Ayo cannot do it. After Ayo sent me that vitamin C, he did not reach out to me again to say how far did you see? Have you taken?
2 questions.
Are you okay?
Are you pregnant?
Somebody
yes.
see.
Now you give you belly.
See, no. Is it so? People that have sore throats, they are pregnant.
I don't know.
So you don't used to have sore throats.
I don't know.
What? You don't have sore throats?
I have sore throats.
So what did you do?
I always have cold.
What do you do to have the sore throats?
It's cold. Whenever I have cold.
Exactly. So why do you feel that my sore throat was not because of cold?
Because we know the women, they actually let you women. That I can't know the Let you know.
You know what? See, whatever you want to make of this information, do. But I did not check up on me. He did not say anything. He now thought about what article he wants to write.
He started changing narrative.
Because of that article, as Iona reached out to me and I said, how far? He says, yo, how are you? No. Yo, what's up? And I said, fine, no. In that next thing, I said, are you feeling better now? Next thing, once I just responded, if you see bullet point of the question, I said, because of this question, see, I would have done you wicked. It would have been next day I would have responded to you.
There's no pressure.
I would have, in fact, this week was when I should have responded to you. I knew that
I can take care of a pregnant woman.
Ayo, worst person. Once you're not feeling fine,
okay.
Don't even look at Ayo's face.
Take up to
somebody that is not the empathy is, we want to be empathic. Or is he empathetic? What's the right word?
Exactly. Show kindness.
He wants to show empathy, but he doesn't get there. He's just like, should I not? But anyway, you've started to change. You are becoming somewhat encouraging.
50 yards husband material.
20. Let's leave it at 20. Okay. Wow, brewing small. But anyway, you've not finished telling me about your week before I finish casting you on.
My week started because I forgot my phone. Yeah. And I didn't have my phone.
What do you use your phone for? Because that phone did not ring 1 second. Please, when that phone came to you, was it wrapped?
Yeah, it was wrapped. Everything was wrapped.
Do you understand that I gave that guy the phone?
That problem.
Oh God, I'm going to tell me. That's what I want to hear.
First of all, God will punish Emewere.
Philly.
So I was meant to give you that. The person that gave you the me for the medicine. Was
I didn't go to meet him.
Oh, yeah.
I sent an over to him.
No problem. He was meant to come and collect it and give me that day. But the software we use in the office, if it logs out or logs out, the only way I can open it is when it scans the QR code.
Oh,
so I needed the device. So I was like,
because nobody called the phone and I was like, why is this phone so important?
One of them. Now call this idiot, this man, one of these horrible drivers in Lagos.
Was his fare up to 5K?
It was 6K or 7K.
Jesus. Yeah. Why did you not use Go-Kada?
At that point, my brain didn't think all those things. So the guy sent it to. That's how, let me pay the guy. Zenith Bank did not open.
I love it. Precisely that, yes.
GT.
That's what GT did to me on Friday.
Zenith was even better. The part that got
stuck was... Shout out to my friend that saved my life.
The part that got stuck was, his name wasn't showing. And I don't want to do all those funny transfers. DT was bouncing me.
Gosh.
If you do the facial recognition, I just told him back, like, no, bro.
It wasn't opening, yeah.
We have to find a woman that is using Pampay under the tree. Before she now said, I put the money in her account, and she now gave it to the guy.
That guy.
Who was not using Pampay. I collected it. At least I survived that one this year.
I'm sure he opened that thing.
Probably.
Because I wish I took a picture when how I wrapped it.
Thursday, when you're not in a bad mood. I was just in a bad mood. Like, the day was going nice, so then I just had a bad mood.
What happened?
Just thinking about life. Like, how do you know when you're going to make it in life?
Yeah.
What's the tipping point? I've known some people who have been bus conductors for 20 years. Like, have these people just given up on life and
are they okay with that status quo?
Or when do you know in life that it's never going to happen?
I think we don't talk about these thoughts enough.
So it weighed on me very heavily, like but I woke up, I was feeling better. I went to plug and everything. I recorded the podcast with Osagi and Steve is coming out. It would have come out by the time you listen to this.
Why can't so you are doing things in secrecy?
It was your gym area.
And you can't even call me.
It was podium, this thing.
But you can't even tell me.
Next time we'll come to the area. We forgot that you're the mayor of Lekki. Sorry.
Wow.
The mayoress of Lekki.
No, and you are using it to catch jokes.
Sorry.
Don't worry. Then, I'm going to scatter that place. I'm going to come.
I was in plug all night, just working and everything. Then I saw the news like AK had been shot in South Africa.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me, AK is my favorite South African rapper.
Yeah.
Top 10 greatest rappers of all time. Not South African greatest rappers of all. I'm like, why? And this guy, the last 3 years, he has had a very turbulent life.
Yeah.
He saw his fiancée die, committed suicide right in front of him. He was blamed for it. People wanted to blame him for it. He got through that whole mess.
And it was his birthday, no?
It was about to, I think it was his birthday.
The next day was his birthday.
And him and his girlfriend just got shot down in Durban like that, man. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, bro.
But do you feel like these people had, or the person who did this had intentions, or it was just...
I know gun crime is big in South Africa.
Yeah.
They kill Lucky Dube like that, which is weird. It's very rare for you to see for a Nigerian celebrity to die through, unless that celebrity was involved in like
a car crash or some dirty shit.
Like somebody like Scalimenta, all those guys in the streets. They're blended guys.
No, Nigeria would like to enjoy.
Yeah, but to say things will now go and meet a two baba or
for what? Where did they find bar for in hands? Normally, where they want
to and they just gone down this guy and
that's so fucked up.
Till today, like the deaths of Kobe Bryant and Nipsey Hussle, I've not yet processed it because these are the guys that if I see Kobe Bryant interview somewhere, I'm like, I don't watch or Nipsey, I'm like, please, then AK has to die. AK has a child that is like 7 years or 8 years old. It's sad, man.
R.I.P.
He lost his girl. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just has a new girlfriend again. He's 35. The man is still young. What the fuck? It's crazy there, man. And you know.
So I have a friend who is in South Africa currently, and she was in Cape Town when they announced it in the club, and everybody just fell silent. AK is a goat. Like, do you get what I mean?
We announced it before, like AK, Casper, Nasty. Those are those three. And for one to go like that in this kind of circumstance, like it's crazy. Terrible. Yeah. So the next day, you know. I now to do plumber work.
By yourself? Sabi joint type by
bro. So for some reason, you know when everything in your house just wants to die.
No, normally it's part of adulthood.
What's the spelling is that when I want to move now, the person will not enjoy all this stuff that I've done. So I now called the plumber. He now did the whole thing. I did deep house cleaning and everything.
Nice. That's by yourself?
Yeah, that's.
You don't look like somebody that likes chores.
I do not like, but that one I had to do.
Okay.
Yeah. And before I do it again, you go think. I'm looking for cleaner, please. I'm not down with that.
You don't have all these people on the mainland that like just do every week.
I try to save money, but that's I'm going to do.
No, they don't charge a lot, or like 2K,
I just
3K.
Try to be
frugal.
Yeah, very frugal. To be a Shylock.
I understand.
Anyway, so that's how my Saturday was.
Nice.
Basically, yeah, and we are here.
You've had a weekend full. Yes, You've gone through different emotions.
Different roller coaster emotions.
I think this is the first time I'm hearing all these emotions from you at once. Because normally you chest them.
Yeah.
Ayo is best in chesting. He collected the awards now last year, and this year is still possible.
MVP,
Do you understand?
Thank you. So that was 1 week.
It was good. I think
apart from your sore throat.
See, that's so true thing. I don't think I can. So one thing about me is that when I'm sick, I don't like to be sick. So
nobody likes to.
I don't know. No, there's some people that when they're sick, they sit into the sickness.
Yeah.
I hate it, especially because of my awareness that I stay alone. So I try to be as agile mentally, because there's a way you'll be falling sick that you'll be rolling. Like your mind kind of tells you to rest it. Like close your eyes and just shut it. Like, I don't know if it happens to everybody, but like it happens to me. Do you get that's like how I am when I'm not feeling. If I'm sick to the point where I can't stand up, just know say I don't really sick, right? So I started my week, had yet again another interview. You guys, my family friend encouraged me to apply to 50 jobs a day. Actually, it's supposed to be.
At least one will enter.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I've not been able to do 50, but like that's still. Awesome. I'm trying. I enrolled for a course that won't start next week, not because of anybody or anything.
Online course.
Yeah, in project management, because I realized that in some ways too, I also used to handle projects on different jobs. Do you understand? Campaigns, all of those things. So I might as well.
Is it Coursera?
Yes, Coursera, but it's a Google course on Coursera.
I don't know. Yeah. They'll give you certificates.
Yeah. And yeah, so my week started that sort of mellow. Also just like getting off my Ibadan high or my Ibadan chill. It was finally this week that I sent you that stuff that I've been saying I was going to send since the beginning of the year for 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
So because like this week I had time to think, and I think we sometimes underestimate rest as well. I think when we think about rest, we think about sleeping.
But just relax, chill, don't bother yourself.
Exactly. And I think a lot of energy that I have not even come to acknowledge has come from resting. So if you have time and you're really overwhelmed in your life right now, I would advise that you rest. Nigerians or Africans, we always feel like
we're plugged in
24/7. We glamorize our suffering, we glamorize our hard work. If you can, I know that.
Die early.
Ayo, please.
People they rest.
Do you understand? Like, find time to rest. I remember one time, there was a time in my life that if I asked somebody who I wanted to get serious with, like, how do you rest? And the person tells me they go out, like, to bars. Like, there was a guy anyway, let me just put it that way.
Yeah,
I asked him, what do you use your leave for? And he said he goes out to eat fish with his friends.
But that was nice, no? Yeah,
throughout your leave, all the leave that you collect in You eat fish when you're even going to work. There's so many other things you can do to
for now, maybe that's where it's in life.
like going. Me, I was not there. Me, when I'm thinking
Now you
about
walk like
leave,
rock.
I want to
Dora the
do
Explorer.
now maybe that's actually me. I want
Some
to
people just
travel. I want to
Hey.
be away from what I'm used
I
to.
was my favorite team. Eat chicken and chips.
Do you
That's all.
do you ever
Smoke shisha.
when I used to go to work in but not in a familiar environment, somewhere else. I remember when I used to go to work every morning. I remember one day saying it out loud to myself. I'm tired of seeing this skyline from Lekki to Ozumbambadiwe. I'm tired. I hate. Why must I see this every morning? It's really irritating. And so when you get time to rest, actually rest. Anyway, that happened. I suffered a lot in the hands of NEPA this week.
Welcome to the club.
There was no electricity. See, we're beginning to sound like broken records the more we say these things, but you guys, real life, no electricity. The electricity issue in Nigeria is such a huge problem. Mm-hmm. Today there's lights, but so the weather has been, and the weather is excruciatingly hot.
Like it's so bad if it rains. It's just bringing more heat. It's
I
not
promise you, it's like it raises the heat from the ground to stamp on your body.
I thought of something. I like, is this the sun they want us to queue under to vote?
June.
You know, I go to my house.
No, I go vote.
Okay.
Just a little inconvenience for long-term enjoyment, because if by the grace of God,
for my area, they just put canopy. Problem go there.
I sure say they will put canopy for us.
That are you people now.
Maybe they finna push up, but I will carry umbrella.
Yeah, where I did.
I would take a shade to go and shade myself, because the sunscreen cannot work under this Nigerian sun.
I'm like, wait, so there are fine girls in this area like this. God.
They came out to do their civic duties.
They don't even come to do civic duties. You know when they just came out with bomb shots?
Love it.
You know all these shirts that will show their breath.
So it means I go buy bomb shot too.
I'm like, I look at it and say, God. Because if he sets me on this, so who did you vote for? Peter
I
feel that let's monitor the elections together.
And then that's when you now start hearing intelligent conversations. Please be a beautiful girl and know what's going on. I
don't want you to know what's going on.
Please know what's going on. I immediately tell you, so that I immediately tell you will not look like an enigma to you when he's talking about the policies of the country. You'll be like, do you understand?
So baby go there my house. I'm going to tell you this thing.
Yes, now you guys. I wish I was recording your expressions. I need to show you your expressions. Do you see yourself?
That's why I'll play Keeping Up the Kardashians for you. We're going to dump the content. Because if they think too much, you can't get epiphany. Say, why is my life like this? What am I doing? No.
But some people connect like that.
I'll put
from
it on
deep thinking.
I'll put it on MTV base. You just be seeing naked. Yeah, and you just see nakedness. Please keep doing it. Thank you. You went to the gym this week too. I saw you go to do battle rope. I say, hey.
Please, do you know? I found out that, but I go to gym every week. I go to the gym 4 times a week.
I saw you do the battle rope. I say, hey.
But that's the thing about me, because I don't post
that battle rope in that 20 seconds.
Now me ask my instructor, say I want one.
Bro, you go look your phone like 20 seconds. Never. What is happening here?
No, but actually enjoy it. It's actually really fun. I don't know if it's like that for everybody.
It's fun, bro.
So I like strength training. I realize I hate cardio.
Have you started carrying weight?
Not so. I've started.
I love cardio. I used to kill cardio.
No, I hate it. I hate cardio a lot.
What I hate is when you put you weight on your back
barbell.
And now do squats.
That's.
I did 60 kg.
That's me, man.
I did 60 kg. I was there to die. There's one that was doing this. The one that you pull up. It's one babe. The babe now did 60 kg. I said no.
Normally,
I'm gonna do 60
deadlift.
kg. Deadlift. I did 60 kg too. I'm like, yes.
I deadlift 60 kg now.
I do 70 kg. I'm like, yeah. You know, it's like that.
But there's some things that I cannot. There's some weights. I'm still growing anyway. I like strength training, so I'm growing on it still. I spend I go to the gym 4 times a week, so it's also something I actually enjoy doing.
Sledge?
Which one?
When you put the weight on, then you now sledge, you now
pull it. That's for back now.
Yeah.
100%.
That shit is mad.
I do everything. All the videos are on my phone, but like it's just
one day I was gonna do that sledge with some mad people. So the way is that when you're coming back, you go to the back and you push. They said no, you don't do that way. You hold the back and you.
Wait, the sledge thing that is on my phone now.
Oh, you now.
I love it so much.
And you now be moving backwards.
Yes. Is it hard?
It depends on which way. How many things? Which ways do you do?
I did 80 kg.
I did 80 kg too, but that day was like, bruh.
See now.
Oh, this is it. Yeah.
I didn't post it,
Oh, this
but I
is
did
nice.
it though.
Oh, this one there. You see our own there. This place. You long time.
Which this thing?
This green place you are using. This is indoors. That is outdoor.
Oh.
So before you reach the other end,
You would have.
you're like, God. Our place is hot. It's not like inside that is cold.
Oh yeah.
hot.
Oh, I see that.
But then you're doing like, you were looking for bread. Bro, no.
And there'll be none.
Nah.
But yeah, I had a chilled week. You guys, I'm looking to apply to foreign jobs. If you have any hack on how I can do this, please reach out to me in my DMs. Let's talk about this for my future. Thank you and God. This year must sweet. And this year I must travel at least 3 countries. Mark it here. But ensure first that I have a job so that I'm able to fund the lifestyle. Not like I cannot travel now. But then I don't know how long this drought is going to be for. Do you understand? So, but anyway, yeah. I wanted to talk about these feelings that Ayo was talking about. That feeling of, am I doing well, or when is it going to end? Because I go through it a lot. Like, I'm constantly feeling like that. I'm constantly questioning. I'm constantly checking myself. And I know that for everybody, even for successful people people also experience these emotions.
More than us.
Do you get what I mean? You're asking yourself, am I doing what it takes to stay at this level? How can I even get better than this? Am I even doing anything? What am I doing? And I would say, as much as ugly as these emotions are, unfortunately, they will come. And you should embrace them. A friend of mine used to say, I've come to also understand in life that there are different emotions and they are there for a reason. And you would feel at least 90% of all the emotions before you die. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. So welcome them. As much as they are uncomfortable, but it comes with adulting. Adulting is very uncomfortable. Your life will be seeming as though everything is going okay. Now you never go bring high tension, everything go blow.
Oh, like my apartment last week. Not even no get light.
Have you finally rectified?
When I got to my Sunday, I'm rectified.
Oh, finally.
I called NEPA. I went to NEPA. I wrote, they have the big file.
Why you do one writing when your landlord, like, you... I don't know. Just get a CP, and you want quick resolution. Nobody asks you. Yeah, of course.
Like,
his own is that you've paid him rent. Continue his life. Like, these feelings will always prop up, and they are very uncomfortable and they are very ugly because you question yourself, you question your ability. See,
you think you are stupid.
Honestly, because you just be like, but this person started yesterday and this person is already. Do you understand? Or this thing is already happening for this person. Oh, how come this person? For the people who really want to get, like, who are pressuring themselves to get married. Oh, I'm 30 something now. I'm in my late 20s and I'm not married yet. Or look at that girl. Her bum bum is small, but look at the man she got. Blah blah blah. See. Women. All that glitters is not gold.
Definitely.
I have friends who think like this, and sometimes I feel like the words are not enough to tell them. Like I'm lost for words when I want to say things, but I don't know what you find solace in. But whatever you find solace in, always try to go there and search for your peace.
I watch Manchester United.
Exactly, because it's
after
never.
90 minutes of shouting, my brain was clear. Pass the fucking ball.
Try not to stay there for too long. Do you get what I mean? Like, try not to stay there for too long. It will come and it will go. Just like every other emotion.
Don't sit in it because you sit in it, gets darker and darker.
Exactly. And just keep reeling you in.
It's harder for you to pull yourself
out of it. Like, I think in my darkest moments these days, I'm searching for God more than anything. My friend introduced me to this chapter of the Bible. I don't know if it would resonate with you, but Philippians 4:11-13.
I know Philippians 4:13.
Yeah,
because you watch Donut Club when we were small.
Yes. Find solace in God. Find solace in the things that give you solace. I don't know what it is. People have different things. Some people smoke to feel better. Some people take alcohol. See, don't hold back the emotions.
I also went to the club yesterday, so.
Strip club?
No, just club, man. I was just chilled.
Okay, that's the light you were showing us. That I wanted to use this to spoil my eyes.
Which light?
That light that you put. There's one place you went to that they put that LED light.
That was studio.
Oh.
I put it because I wanted to ask the person who did it that where did you get the lights? When I moved to my new apartment,
that's kind of lights you want to do. Those tapestry lights.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or as you honor like this. We're not playing.
Please don't kill me.
CBIC, we are preaching about King Solomon. And and King David.
And how
They were
collecting.
They were harvesting the daughters of Israel.
Now, it took a long time to get here.
Yeah, yes.
You people took a little while. Why?
Took a while. You have to go through Adam. You know, so all those first books are very long. And Joseph begat something.
Yeah.
And he begat this.
When they want to talk about the lineage, do you understand why?
Why do we
Why are you counting? That's their counting. That's their accountant.
They now have to read about the children of Israel, how they meandered. They now got me Job that suffered
so much.
But finally get to David, finally. Interesting, the soap opera
The
part.
new guy.
Yes.
The fresh guy. The Gen Z guy.
Who's David knocking this verse chapter? Let's know.
The guy that he would have made social media actually.
Definitely no.
Definitely have made social media as a bad guy. 100%. Anyway, my week went great. No complaints. I'm looking forward to the new week. I'm not excited for anything this week, but I don't know. I'm in a good place anyway. But please check up on me and send funds, as I said.
Yeah, and episode. We're getting closer. It's less than 2 weeks to the election.
Hell.
Yeah. And we just have updates for you. I don't think we even have any talking points because the same thing as worrying Nigeria last week is still the same thing. It's the same
thing, no.
Now the central bank of Nigeria and
Emefiele
said that they don't have enough money to print new naira notes.
They don't have paper.
Now, let me be like a typical Nigerian. Let me act like a typical Nigerian who replies a question with a question. So why the fuck did you embark on this shit when you knew you could not do it 100%? Why?
Do you understand? Why did he crash?
And there's a lot of bad goes during the week. So the Supreme. This is the funny thing. They didn't go to High Court. They didn't go to Court of Appeal. Supreme Court said that the February 10 deadline cannot work. And there was bad goes in the country. Then there was protests in Ibadan from last week, which Ugochi thankfully she was not involved in.
Thank God. But normally I won't deal. Normally I would have stood at the
at the
forefront.
You know what they call Shakabula. those dang guns that the bullets will spread.
Oh my God! Scattered.
It took me so, but to prepare you
everywhere.
To prepare you.
I hope please don't.
Yeah. So they also did. In my mother's city to Abeokuta, one person was shot. And that's the same week my mom said, let's go to Abeokuta to go and say, excuse me.
Why is that when there is danger in the country that our parents know they want to move?
You know, people that, if you survive civil war, you think you can survive anything.
You've seen it all.
So, but like, I said, look, excuse me, man. First of all, trade is never safe.
Do you understand?
Because if unknown government kidnap you,
unknown men,
I don't have 10 million to come and rescue you.
No, there's no careless 10 million lying down anywhere too.
Oh God, there's no money.
Do you understand? To come and rescue anybody. It has gone down.
Which money people
there's no money. See, literally, you attack somebody, you kidnap somebody and say, sir, please, there's no money. The app is not even opening.
You say, Oga, you too. Which money you get?
Do you understand? Where you see money, that's what Lagos drivers always ask you. Where you see the money, now you be that.
So yeah, that was what happened. A few protests at the CBN. Now Emefiele came out to say they don't have enough money to print the new money.
They don't have paper.
They don't even have paper to print the new money. And hence the question, why the fuck did you embark on this shit if you know you could not go full way?
A fool's errand.
In Nigeria, we are confused.
Exactly.
Is the deadline operational now? Or is there because there's some people that you give the old note to, they'll be like, no, this is old note. I entered Okada this morning, the guy said, God, this 200. I looked at the guy like, are you like you started smoking weed?
He's smoking weed.
They are smoking weed and no premium weed.
Do you understand? Mad. He's definitely smoking
so weed. Right now we are in between, we don't know. Anyone they give you collect.
You collect.
The PS people are still cashing out. They don't buy Hummer, they don't buy Jeep, they don't buy a house. So we don't really know where we are going to in this country anymore.
They're the big guys now.
Yes.
I don't know if they're still collecting a lot of money, that high amount of money to withdraw money.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
They still collect.
I've not seen a lot of...
This week, 11K for... I withdrew 11K and the woman collected 2,000.
Did you see that elder statesman that I was talking about withdrawing 100,000 with 25K or so?
Oh, madam, young. What kind of tax is that? When do you put that?
What was that his name? This half-caste man.
I can't remember about that.
Well, they say you should not call them half-caste, but
so
that is mixed race.
But some days you see one man say, babe, that you see this half-caste.
When I see half-caste, me, they talk. I don't know the one will be.
I remember I was in Grace High School. There was this girl that I was in. This girl was a young girl, actually. But she was mixed heritage. And she appeared in one commercial like this. Where I remember the girl was that one day she wore silver earrings that were not pure. The next day,
her ears were
blood. First I ever saw almost. So this is the shit back then. It was crazy. But back then, I don't know if they still there, but mixed heritage babes, they used to be.
There used to be a lot, so.
In one of my secondary schools, there was this babe called Antonia Prang. Half Danish, half Nigerian.
Love it.
Boys like, and small boys. They say, oh my
What
Lord.
do you know?
What do we know back then?
Chasing distinct skin color.
Chasing the kids on this guy is half. Hey, God.
Love it.
God help us. Yeah.
But now there are not many like that again. Just a handful of these girls.
Still. Especially half Russian, half Nigerian. I don't know when Nigerian men.
Oh yeah. So I used to have
They just go meet Russian women.
I used to have neighbors growing up that funny. One of them actually still lives around me here in Lekki.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the dad Igbo man married Russian woman.
Somebody say Igbo men will marry anything.
The man is from Abia State.
He said they go out say for that paper I go marry anybody.
But I think I think their story was one of love, sharp. Hey.
Me. Hey. What if I say one white woman from America, baby, I love you.
You can have whatever
Fuck
you
racism.
like.
Fuck Utakinte. Fuck black people. What's my doing?
Man, do you know I was having a lot of conversations this week about black people, Nigerians or black people in general. I don't even know which one exactly it is. I watched this video yesterday. I don't know. I didn't send it to you. A woman was asking that why is it that Africans don't know what is happening in Mali or Niger?
So it's our media. It's basically our media is shit. How many things do you even know that's happening in Nigeria? It's just the media. It's not the cocoa of anything. It's our media that is not powerful. We don't have any strong media in Africa. It's not like in Europe or in America. We don't even.
We don't have major media houses.
Lagosians, we don't know what is happening in other states.
Exactly.
We don't have a strong media presence. So there are a lot of shit that happens in Africa that we don't know about. And so people like pointing the blame. CNN not going to carry the wire of the world on their head.
Yeah.
They have other things. They say something that is flying in the air in America. They don't know that it's Chinese people that brought it there. You want to know what's happening in Sokoto? What the fuck? You want BBC are showing you the King Charles coronation. You want us to be talking about what's happening in Delta States. Doesn't make sense. Africa needs to have its own media industry where we can tell our own stories. Just like we need our own movie industry for us to tell our own stories and not just wait for white people to do, because white people have their own shit to do.
Exactly.
They're not here to come and baby spoon feed you.
You know, we don't learn the good things from these our colonizers. We learn only the yama yama
Yeah, it's only the bad things.
So as much as I agree with you,
I also watched NTA this week and I'm like, bro, I don't know what
still
NTA
haven't
show.
upgraded.
They upgrade to what?
Grainy still?
They're showing.
Are they still grainy?
They're very grainy. I think they're showing something about cassava this time around.
Why are you showing
It's all
those
about
kind
cassava.
of things?
I don't know.
People
the problem.
have Starlink has entered the country. How about we talking about Starlink and talking about?
I saw you put something in the group chat. Like there was this big, like over 20 boxes. Said new Starlinks in the country. People are ready.
People have already started buying.
Companies are the one that are going to enjoy because you can buy
It's
for your
quick,
company.
yeah.
Or if I get money like this, 200k, you don't buy that for 200k.
And you're
you
good.
pay 19k. Fuck SpectraNet, fuck everybody.
Fast internet.
Fast internet, go per month, but you have to buy the dish or something for like 200k.
But that's not bad. I mean, and I think over time also they would probably simplify
You can use to catch babe. I have Starlink. You can come and download all your apps and everything.
Please don't kill me. Why is
watch.
everything a ploy to catch babes?
I said I don't talk about before. You don't see some breasts where they manufacture. Some breasts are giving. The genes have changed. The genetics of women are giving their children.
Oh my god!
You catch me anyhow. Do you have Netflix? I have Netflix.
Everything
Premium.
is a bargain.
Everything's, bro. There's no point.
Everything. Bargaining everything.
Yes,
God.
now I have AC at home. Some people are just looking for AC. I have fuel.
There's light. I have new note too. That's the new one that is raining. Please, anybody that tells me they have new note, I'll come to
the house. For new notes, just go and register under the National Association of Street Workers.
Please, yes, with your food chairs, go.
Look, you know there's Association of Street Workers in Nigeria.
Really?
Yes.
I hope they really fight for them because those girls go through something.
I don't know. I don't know if they fight for them, but there is actually the Association of Street Workers.
See, back to our black people not knowing, Africans not knowing about what's happening in Africa.
Yeah.
I think the second thing that also affects Africans is transportation.
Yeah.
Transportation
it's easier for you to move from Lagos to London to say, let's move from Lagos to Mali.
Yeah.
We don't have any mega train network.
I want to bust your head. I'm not certain right now, but as at 2015, 16, 17, I was working at a company where they're trying to move something from Senegal.
Yeah.
Senegal to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Senegal. In West Africa, along the same coastal line as Nigeria.
And long.
See, if you move from Nigeria, if you've ever gone to Ghana by road, you can relate to what I'm saying like this. from Nigeria to Benin, to Togo, to Ghana, to Cote d'Ivoire, then Senegal. There is no direct flight.
There's no direct flight
from Senegal to Nigeria.
The way it should be, right? It's just like the way you want to go from England to France. You just enter the
G train.
Why we don't have that from Lagos to Accra that will connect Togo and Benin Republic?
Wow.
And we say we have, and they will not come.
And it's so expensive.
And they will not come. They will sit down and they say that do African Union.
Do you understand? What are you unifying?
What are you unionizing?
Do you understand it?
People, I don't even. African leaders are failed.
A group of blockheads.
Blockheads. The only thing they know is just to go and be wearing clothes. That's what they know.
And to take our things and be selling it cheap. That's the only thing they know.
No.
And to be fighting on international stages.
They cannot say, okay, let Africa unite. What do we need to do?
Do you understand?
To move this continent in the next 20 years.
Nothing. I'm sure they have no plan for their own countries, let alone for the full. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And when the guy said this,
Buhari now that will now go to you. What does Buhari want to say?
What does he want to say?
Is it like, okay, we allow
my fellow Nigerians,
we allow cattle to be roaming free in Africa?
No, yes, those ones they will have interborder
cattle.
Yes, they can. Once you can move the cattle, you can move the cattle through borders. But the people should not go.
Even the Union for African Building, it was Chinese that built it for them.
And we know say, but the problem first is what are they talking about?
Do you know the story behind that building?
Tell me.
So there was one night somebody noticed that late in the night that there's a huge spike in internet traffic every night from that building. So one day they now sat down to find it. The Chinese were actually sucking information from the African Union building.
And normally now, I'll be surprised if they're not doing that.
And they're not like, hey, what? I'm like, bro, but you people don't have sense now.
I'll be so surprised if they're not actually sucking information.
If a thief says he wants to help you to build your door, what do you expect? And you're not to enter.
Now you go steal the key.
Beware of a naked man that to sell you clothes. Now that. So what is the point at the end of the day?
Oh my God!
It is
in
what
the city
it is.
of the blind.
Africa is far, and it showed in our election too that we are really behind.
We are so behind. In fact, even the deliberations, even the way Africa is, as beautiful as this continent is.
Look at people are saying, "Oh, I'm voting for Tinubu because I just like Tinubu.
It's our brother.
It's our turn." Or I understand him because he understands the corruption and everything, so he knows where.
According to Reno, he built a mega city in Lagos.
I'm still looking for this mega city.
Do you understand? Reno said
is still there. They're not. They are broke now. They can't
of course, they've collected money. They are knee deep in debt. If I waist deep in debt.
So I don't know what they are doing there. I'm still looking for the mega city.
Do you understand?
Because the area I live is not a mega city.
It's not.
It's a mega dump.
Even there. Thank God you passed Third Mainland Bridge now. Yeah. Look at Third Mainland Bridge that they closed last year. Was it last year or last 2 years?
They keep doing it every year.
See the holes on that bridge.
So what do you people do in Third Mainland Bridge?
Do you understand? Where that you close it every other day? Where look at the. I know that.
Oh, I know why it's a mega city now.
Why? Mega superstars.
All these, when you get all these junctions, all the cameras.
Okay.
If you come to Alene, one place has like 10 cameras. They just lack like 10 cameras.
So they can catch you when you want to run the lights.
It's a mega city. It's a mega city.
I understand what they mean.
I don't understand what is mega in Lagos.
Yeah.
I understand mega in population.
Mega superstars.
But shout out to rest in peace, Super Mega Doromega. But I don't know what it is in Lagos that is a mega city.
Nothing.
But as we are saying that we don't know what it is. You know, some people that see Lagos outside of Lagos. Some people if you tell
land of milk and honey.
Tell them to Lekki like this, they don't die. Nothing that they do here with this.
But you know that there are actually people who in Lagos have never crossed on Mainland Bridge. So, and when they're on it, they're like in awe of that bridge.
When I'm inside Lekki, very late at night, and I see the cars that come out, I'm like, what the? Where now they see this money from?
Well, now they see but see, do not be oppressed because.
No, I don't know.
No, like me, I don't even look at all those things anymore because.
If I see 5 cars, I say, God, I should don't others, just send me.
Do you understand? Because the day we are go roll out my own self, make una no follow me, ya no.
See, Baba, now best.
As I know ya, you know ya me.
Now best pure water I want you start. I don't want the high one. Best pure water, 300.
Oh my
Let me just
God.
be okay. I'm fine.
Even the pure water, we don't really. There's not a lot of it happening. It's not a lot of people driving it. I don't see it a lot.
It's not a lot, but because that's the car I want. So my eye is fixated.
Cognitive biases.
Baba God.
Once you see, it's actually a trait. That's actually a trait. Yeah, there's a. It's actually a trait.
I'm like, Baba God, just do it for your boy, please. But I don't know the mega city they always talk about. That
is this one? We have BRT. We have
So
train
let's slash the BRT fares in 50%.
by
I said,
50%. That's the one you did this week.
Baba, we know why.
Do you
are blaming
understand?
first capacity, but we know why. God, you didn't increase the salary
You know
of
that they have their own filling station.
yeah.
Lagos State has its own filling
And they
station.
didn't increase the salary of sanitation workers by 20%, which is actually good because those people they try.
But still on
But we know why.
How much is this thing that they're increasing by 20%?
That's 20%.
How much be the money?
For poor people,
Do you
20%,
understand? How much is? I don't think it's a lot of money. Even though upon still, it's still something to encourage them.
That's more 7K, 8K, 9K.
It's not going to be
You
up
to
to.
go one small lunch for area.
If they give them 20K, they can't put 20% on top.
What's 20%? 2,000.
It's not a lot.
God damn. No, 4,000.
It's not a lot.
I'm 4,000. You know how much data you go use by?
But still, wait, I don't want to buy kerosene. All those things. You never they calculate
It's
them.
too small. They will manage.
Well, they'll manage. I get what you mean. Yeah,
so that's one.
they'll try. They'll be good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Let me not twat it.
Also during the week, the NUC declared the closure of universities because of elections.
That was amazing.
Yeah, but some of the students said no, that we're at all for 8 months. Please. We want to go to school, please. But ideally, they need to come back and vote because how many of the 1.5 million of them that can swing the election, man?
Do you understand what I mean?
Because we might have America has said that they don't know the way election is going to go. We might have a runoff, and that runoff, I made it no just we don't run off because another week again, another month again.
It's possible since they say they want to deploy MCO Lomo to distribute election materials. I hope that they are playing sharp.
No, the Lagos INEC chairman said that they will use. And Atiku is crying out bitterly that no. The part of this whole
that
thing,
one, the Togri is activated.
the part that made me laugh, they say MCO no more routes. That's the funny part.
But he's a scholar now. He wrote, Mother, she wrote.
If LURT helps to transport, just say some ballot boxes.
See, just no say, it have accidents.
These are accidents.
It have entered
Lagos.
a accident
Whether you
victim.
like them or not, APC then go win. If you like,
I'm telling you.
They're not doing.
I'm telling you, Reno was there making unhealthy comparisons between all the Peter Obi and what's his name, Bats. And they said,
You know, he's a PDP boy now.
I bet you go and sit down one place in one. He's actually very annoying.
He's one of the most annoying Nigerians ever.
Do you understand? He's so fucking annoying that they say Peter Obi's mega rally is going to happen in Lagos. They say it's going to happen in Lagos. Is this the mega rally? Oga, these are people he didn't pay for. These are people organically. Do you understand? They beat people up.
First of all, please, if you want to vote for Labour Party, don't announce that you're voting for Labour Party. Just vote quietly and leave.
But my question is, why are you bullying people for whatever party they decide to want to choose? We understand. We understand that Togri lives rent free in Nigeria.
Yes.
In fact, in Lagos. But still upon still, even though.
You know what I like? Police in that Kenya, we will not tolerate. Where were you people?
Where were you when they were sustaining injuries?
Always missing in action.
Don't mind them.
They are never there when the action is happening. They now come out and say
sex game zero. Yeah. Definitely. None of them can pleasure
that's
somebody.
What's happening. Basically, everybody just getting on for the elections.
Honestly.
BP Titans, nobody knows what the fuck is happening because.
Are you watching? Do you know when I went to Ibadan was the first time I actually watched.
People, nobody cares, fam.
But the Nigerians they put there, they're not the premium Nigerians or the ones that we know. But this is an international stage. Come on.
International South African.
Still the audience is big.
I thought they were already be having sex now since South Africans were there, but
that I'll be showing naked bodies, right? But they're not showing us anything.
They're not showing everything yet.
Anyway, I watched it for a bit when I was in Ibadan. First time I was ever seeing it, and it was boring.
Because the Nigeria is not there now. Nigeria, we get levels now.
It was so boring. I don't even know. I was just like, nobody's even talking about this shit. It's only by force Linda Ikeji is trying to force it down our throats.
Next time, they'll be like, never.
They will never do this. They should never do this, please, because I don't understand how it is possible that there's there's Big Brother going on and nobody's watching it. I don't think it's ever been heard of.
Unheard of.
Do you understand? It's so crazy to see that. But anyway, a lot has happened this week. Have you been seeing the gist about I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I should get my information right before we talk about it. Something about fathering a child and women spending more time with their children than fathers, and fathers being disenfranchised because they did not spend enough time with their kids.
The one I saw was like one guy tweeted at men, how many times have you felt like leaving your home? And men just said, Omo. One guy said, Omo, he left his family and never looked back.
But why did they do that?
It's the pressure of just being a husband and a father and a provider. Sometimes it just crushes you and like.
But that's so callous. Then you leave your family and you go.
There are plenty.
So why did you get into it in the first place?
Because you don't know how they go now. You don't know how they do. Because that time.
But
don't you know that marriage is a blessing? You two are like, oh yes.
But you know when they say like you should talk about, when they
have like 3 or more.
Is that 5? Is not that 5? Really? Not that 5 day church.
You go no. So daddy, they say we are doing school party. Everybody's paying 5K. Excursion. Christmas will come.
And you still buy school socks.
Christmas will come. You buy everybody.
You buy school socks. You buy school
Christmas
bag.
will come. You buy Christmas presents for all of them.
Everybody. Christmas clothes now. Mm-hmm. And there's still food to eat. There's still food to buy.
You see me? Do not be making noise.
Nana is behaving as if he has had children before.
Yes, now you'll not be like, God, why me?
But you have a partner. Is that not the essence of being with somebody?
Partner.
I'm so confused. That's why before you enter any relationship, they say people should have conversations. So what do you talk about inside the relationship?
How much are we paying the caterer? That's what people talk about. How much are we paying the caterer? We need these people band there. We need this hype man there. We need DJ.
So what about the wedding? Like after the marriage now? Marriage.
Every day we're going to rough on. They're going to freestyle them every day. So at one point, the man just gets, and everything's always, then go pay house rent. If a wire blow, let me go still pay for her.
Well, see,
water dispenser. Water dispenser that madam is collecting salary, she should pay for water dispenser. Let me go still pay water dispenser.
Man, that's so crazy.
So when you now suffer at work, you now just look at your gate in your car. Some days you're out there, I won't go drink.
But and I feel like everybody should be allowed to have their time off, like let off some steam. However, I'm not saying anybody should go and cheat on anybody, but like if you need to go to take, that's why we're saying rest. Do you understand? There's nothing rest cannot.
But the house you want to rest in the game.
And go rest for house.
Okay,
you feel. Baby, let's talk about this.
No, not even something happened, something. So they say you should go and this thing. Or tomorrow there's landlord tenant association. So Transformers blue. Everybody's come and donate money.
See, if not that one, that means I'm the man in my life right now because that me they really go through all these things by myself.
We need to go to. Pumping machine is always spoiling. We need to go to.
That pumping machine is a demonic spirit living in somebody's house.
Pumping machine and gas. Those two.
See, no. Especially when you want to cook rice. You not with that have done rice.
Or maybe your wife now say, we need to go and visit these so and so people. You know that they helped.
Now.
As a man, you'll be like, God have mercy. You can't even say anything.
But see,
they're sure are busy making noise. They're pulling their hair out.
But like that's why it is a marriage now. It's supposed to be 2 people carrying this thing.
One day you go.
It's not only one person. Now the guy know. Now if you marry somebody like that, now you use your hand to that.
A lot of men carry the, not like taking care, like, but you take care of the financial body and everything. And all days you just want to rest. You just want to like, please, Isa, please, I want to do substitution.
Did you see that video on social media of that woman that said her husband went back to Nigeria to go and carry, that he was going to go and meet a woman in Nigeria, and they live in the US.
She now forced her husband to come back.
No, before her husband came back, she rented the house out and moved herself and her children out. You saw the video, and she moved herself. Well, I don't know. No, I saw it recently. Insta blog. And she moved herself and her kids out. And when the husband came back after fraternizing with his Nigerian baby girl, when he came back to the US, she had moved out of the house with her children and had rented the house out to somebody.
From America to the US.
See.
In Nigeria, where you want to rent house? Where you even say caretaker and everything?
See, where you want to even start with the renting of house.
Where your house? You know how they rent the house.
Do you understand?
So where you want to go?
She moved out of the house with her kids and like left the guy for dead, literally. Yeah. My sister and I were having this conversation, and she was talking about, I told her, because she was of the same mindset as you, right? You know how you always say women have good PR. Men have bad PR.
Cheating women.
They have very good PR.
When woman cheats like this, the PR goes strong.
My sister kind of like also voiced the same thing, that if it was a man that did this thing now, society will say, this man, you have finished your family. How can you do that to your family? But because the woman has said that she read her husband's chats, first of all, she went to go and read her husband's chats, and then she went, and now she moved out of the house. Everybody's saying, oh yes, powerful woman. That's what you, that's
that
great.
Does it, Lucifer.
Do you understand?
Lucifer incarnate.
And I'm just like, see, the skills will never be.
So as a man, you never be like, I beg.
They will never be equal. Done. That's the truth. The skills will never
be balanced. No matter how we say.
Do you understand
ideally,
what I mean? Like never ever be balanced, because the truth is that some people are some people marry wicked people.
Yes.
There's some people whose their spouses are actually devil incarnate. Like you cannot. You need to be in the family with them or in the house with them to know who is the bad guy and who's the good guys. We never really know.
Yes, the lockdown, people saw the.
Do you understand? Some people really go through it. Some people are married to wicked men.
Satan.
Do you understand? And some men are married to demonic women. Like it can go either way. Do you get what I mean? And you really don't know, especially because your spouse is going to change, right? Anyway. God help all of you who are married, and those of us who are still unmarried and who are coming up in life. God will help us to see the things that will enable us to know that this thing cannot work long term and go away from it before we enter. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
I've prayed for everybody.
All right. Release therapy.
This is Release Therapy on 234 Essential Podcasts. For undiagnosed love issues, listen to tips from Dr. AOT2 Esquire, founder of the CBIC. Do you know this release therapy? It's very long. This person is really going through it. I don't know who broke this person's heart, but he's not happy, and I feel the person's pain. But anyway, I've not read it yet, Shabo. So Daddy G.O., this is a case for you.
Thank you.
This person says, I may die friendless. So it's not romantic, erotic love. It is platonic love, friendship love. Thank you, 234 Essential, for your podcast. I find solace in it while being down sometimes. You may probably not see this or air my mail, but anyways, here it is. You have little faith. Can you see? See, now we're reading it. So last year, during the Yuletide period, I traveled to Lagos from Abuja to visit my childhood friend and spend the Christmas with her, mainly because she just put to bed and I wanted to see my godson, sorry. P.S. This is going to be long, so please bear with me. We did for you. The thing is, I've always doubted her relationship and love towards me, even though I love her like my own heart. Firstly, I got to even know she was pregnant when she posted her baby shower pictures and videos. Open bracket, mind you, she had put to bed at this point, and we talked every now and then, and then the days, months preceding that moment. Okay, I was mad and all, but she apologized and moved on, hence why she invited me over. Secondly, she never introduced me to her husband or baby daddy, even after asking him about him several times. There was a time while at her place, she was on a video call with him and was trying to hide the screen. When I asked about it, she bluntly denied it. So the last act that broke the camel's back was she knew my relationship status and all, so she posted my pictures on her WhatsApp status and told me that one guy liked me from her contact and he's a good guy and would love to meet me. She gave the guy my contact and we got talking, and since I had limited time to spend in Lagos, we decided to meet up. After spending so many hours in Lagos traffic, I got to the venue, and when we got talking, he's definitely not my type, but we could be friends. I couldn't go back to her place that same day because it was already late, coupled with traffic and insecurity. So I decided to go back with him to his place. On getting there, the sitting room interior decor looked exactly like my friend's. So I asked him if he was her husband, and he said no, but he's close to her husband. I still had my doubt and all, but wine was already in my system, so I went to bed. The following day, I went back to her place. When I got there, I asked why didn't she tell me the guy was married and that he smokes. She said, where would I get a man that doesn't smoke in Lagos?
Hello?
Okor?
We are here.
Just a handful. Okor? I think that's what she wrote, right? That's how they pronounce that. Okay, great. And about the married part, she said the wife is giving him problems and all. And see, the question is, why didn't you tell me he was married at all? She said she was sorry, but I'm not convinced because, madam, why did you take away my chance to make a choice in the matter? So, well, what's the name of this emoji that is like this? Like, I don't know.
I don't know emoji.
Yeah, she has the I don't know emoji. So she came to the room I was staying and asked to use her to send pictures. Is it me that's reading it wrong?
So she came and asked her to use her to send pictures she took
of me the previous day. Okay, she had 2 WhatsApps. One was locked and the other wasn't. I quickly went through it hoping to find something, and I did. She was trying to change her apartment and talking to agents about. So she I'm talking to agents about it. So she forwarded her details to them, and I saw one with the guy's name and picture. I was so furious, but I didn't confront her about it. But I left her place 2 days later and came back to Abuja. Mind you, prior to that moment, we had a conversation where she told me that if any of her friends is interested in sleeping with her husband, she doesn't mind, and that she knows when her husband cheats because he tells her about it. I feel it is pretty messed up, but I don't judge them. It might be their own dynamism. The anger that I left with made me block her contacts and block her on my contacts and all my socials just to process it. Next thing, I got a text from blocked inbox asking me what she did, that I should have said something instead of acting like all was good and left her only to be blocked. I rarely checked my Instagram, so when I opened it, I saw my DM with messages from her gaslighting me, saying she purposely left that chat for me to see, and since I'm stupid enough to believe it, then I should do whatever. That she has a reason for hiding her husband and she doesn't owe anybody no explanation. I still don't know how to process this, hence the email. Please help. Ugochi. Uga.
No, Ugochi did
you don't put my name for there, so but I beg.
My expertise are not needed in this one.
Say you and friendship, they to do friendship like that.
But this is not your friend now.
Why?
Because look at all this. Yeah, you guys.
I feel like people have different friends. I feel like we expect too much from one friendship. I feel that also perspective matters, as I always say. The way you see a person sometimes is not the way they see you. You probably have overestimated your importance in her life. She probably doesn't see you as that chummy a friend. For instance, She got pregnant. She even did as far as a baby shower and you were not invited. She probably sees you in a different way and I think my eyes opened up to this when I've had a fallout with a person that I thought was my friend. She sent me a message and all the things she said against me there, I was just like, what? How is this possible? So I think one, you've probably overestimated your life in this person, your importance in this person's life. So it's not a question of if she's your friend or not. It's just that you're looking for a certain type of friendship from somebody who does not have it to give you. Also, just because the person is your friend doesn't mean that the person should be you should be privy to everything in the person's life. It doesn't work that way. The person is still an individual before anything else. I don't think I get mad at my friends for keeping certain things from me, especially like their relationship status. I don't really care. Not my circus, not my monkey. So I'm not going to be bothered about something that is your is your relationship, is your life. If you don't think that I should be privy to knowing who you're dating, it's okay. There's some people who are like that. I have friends like that who, if they're in a relationship, they want you to see the person's face. Why I also have friends that
do you
understand? I have friends that once the boy even talks to them, like they've dropped the person's picture on the group chat so that do you understand? Have you seen him before? Is he? If you see this boy anyway, it's my boyfriend.
This is his living room. Doesn't look familiar.
Do you understand? Say, do you have any friend that has been with this person before? Tell me or let me know. Is he a good person? I have friends like that. So they're friends for different reasons. And it doesn't take away from the kind of friend that person is. There are friends who that if you want to waka some kind of waka, you go with that friend. There are some friends who are loyal to you. There are some friends who teach you street OT, but when it comes to book, they don't have sense. There are different friends for different reasons. And the sooner you're able to classify the kind of friend that this person is, the better for you. I don't know if everybody understands loyalty differently. I don't know what loyalty means to another person. I think first off, her move of introducing you to a guy who was married without giving you full disclosure was definitely fucked up. There's no reason to do that. If somebody is your girl, no matter whether the person is your diehard or whatever it is, there's no reason whatsoever you should introduce somebody to a person that you don't really know, or you don't even tell the person the little that you know about the person. That is so fucking fucked up. Like, you shouldn't even address that. You shouldn't stand for that. Also, I don't know how old your friendship is. If this is a recurring pattern in your friendship, then it's something that you either address. If you've addressed it long enough, you've explored that route and it isn't working, then please just leave them where they are. To be very honest, I think me personally, I block people that disturb me. Yeah, and if I feel that there is no need for you in my life, then I block you. If you feel like there's no need for this person in your life, then block the person really, and move on with your life. I don't believe in blocking shower in my mind.
But they block you.
I don't block people. I can mute your stuff so I don't get to see it and stuff, but I don't block you because life is very funny, right? Life is so funny. If you say you don't run, you've blocked this thing out, and based off of the fact that you guys are still friends, who knows? You guys still probably have common contacts and stuff, and so there's still that, and you might get to meet the person again. To ensure that it's not awkward for you or stuff, just keep it as platonic as possible. Hi, bye. It's okay. You don't have to be involved in person's life, hook, line, and sinker. You don't need the full details. And this now goes to you as well, who has gone through the extent of going through your friend's phone. I don't see the need for that. First off, your friend is an adult, same as you, and person is allowed secrets just like every other person. And that's why they said don't vouch for anybody. Vouch for yourself. Mm-hmm. You don't know where your friend will go pull hand. You say if you go carry head, say this person is a loyal person. Vote for only yourself alone. Loyalty is different for different people, right? Some people see loyalty as following them to the end of the world, while some other people see, if you see that I'm going to the end of the world, pull me back. Do you understand? So loyalty is different for different people. You have to now decide for yourself what is a deal breaker for you, and then stay like that. You've been obviously not in this relationship for a long time, and also this person sort of is giving you the impression that she is your friend in a sense, but maybe you think she's way better. Maybe you think of friendship too deeply than she does, and she doesn't probably see it that way. So maybe just arrange yourself, sort of speak to yourself in the ways that only you can understand, because you're only giving us a fraction. You're giving me only a fraction of this relationship, right? Also understand that sometimes you need to communicate to people the ways that you want to be treated, and this goes for every relationship. I don't think we talk about friendships enough, but in every relationship that you are in, because the other person is not you alone know what is best for you. So it's best you also communicate in the ways that a person has hurt you and has treated you, and then it's at your discretion to agree to however, whatever the outcome is. Also, when you ask difficult questions, you should be ready for difficult answers. Don't always think that everything is always going to be rosy. Your friend is not always going to be sweet, kind, and nice. Friends self they fight. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Like, there's always going to be there's always going to be conflict in every relationship, work or friendship or husband or wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, mommy, daddy. You fight with everybody in your life. So like, why your friend shouldn't be any different? But decide for yourself what friendship should look like for you, or what you want friendship to look like for you, and stick to that. The title of your email says you might be friendless forever. Also, it might be you might be the problem. So set yourself as well as a person. Who are you? How are you? What kind of person are you? What kind of value do you bring to the table? What kind of value do you bring to another person's life? Are you the kind of person that expects to be done for and you don't do in return? I don't know. Just think about it holistically, because sometimes it's not just other people. Sometimes it's you. You're probably giving up the energy that, there's rubbing off on the other person wrong. I'm not saying it could be only you, but, there are good people out there, and everybody deserves a good friend, and find your own people and stay there. And sometimes being alone is not a bad thing, It only helps you self-examine yourself more and yeah, I think this your friend should talk to her about all that has happened instead of blocking her, as she rightly said. You're both adults. It never reached like that. Yeah, she did the wrong thing. I agree, by sending you off to a married man's house without telling you that the person was married, and now you're even considering it, but probably is her baby daddy or stuff. My sister, wasting no concern, you no go find the answer, because if you find the answer, you get bully kwa. Can you carry it?
African Magic AP.
Please don't kill me.
Thank you very much for your lengthy answer.
But what do you think?
Man, she has given you've given a layered response. I want to just say, I want to say this person is not your friend. Finish. Man, don't have to lie for all that. This person don't be your guy. Maybe they go.
But you guys, I think your friendship is never that deep.
It's deep now.
But you know. Do you want to know? Do you know you don't get to know your guy's babe all the time.
You know now.
How?
Who you didn't
Come on. When we men talk too much,
this is possible. This is the babe
dating. But some guys don't want to also show you their babe, because like just want to keep it on the low.
Sometimes some women, you know, say this was scarce. If I put her inside the field, men are bastards.
They can snatch her anytime.
And the way they get, the way her leg, they walk out. You know, to play like even me say, I know we never saw you there.
Your leg never strong for where they.
Does it just go give her one small?
You are if they see double.
Does it just go give her one small 150K? You don't initiate her release clause.
Guys, love it.
So then they pick your call again.
She has gone.
The Otilo.
With the wind.
Yeah, so guys know, yeah.
But yeah, if you want to, and I don't think you should give up on friendship. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart. A bad day is not a bad life. So yeah.
All right, flop of the week right now.
Flip-flop. Flop of the week.
Alright, shout out to Petraki, Bambuzu, Kefofu, Bifodu, Razmataz.
Simp.
What are you talking about?
You are now listening to the flop of the week on 234 Essential Podcast.
Really have flop of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
We have prop now. Nigerians are the prop.
Okay, flop of the week goes to... Wait, hold on. Let us load it. Let's load it to the machine. All right, there's a man called Femi Adesina who is the spokesperson of the president, and he wanted to show that he's part of the masses, that he's feeling the pain of the masses, and he came out to open his big mouth and say, I've been surviving on 20k naira for 1 week.
Lies.
Excuse me. First of all, you're working as well. Why do you need 20k? Why do you need 20k?
Why are you lying that it's 20k?
First of all, why do you even lie that it's 20k?
Do you understand what's the essence?
Who survives on 20k?
Do you understand?
Like the average Nigerian who survives on 20k. Because something will happen.
Do you understand?
Gas will finish.
Do you understand?
My pumping machine.
And it's a lie. That man is lying.
And now they've increased lights now.
Exactly. The tariff has increased.
I just paid for electricity. 3 days later, I just saw red light.
Red light. Now. Did I drink it?
I do not want anything.
Did I drink it? Maybe it's pumping machine.
They don't use pumping machine. No. Mine is to my own flat. There's 1 meter for pumping machine. Now I go to climb now. They check how many units. They snap on. So like person they use straw, they suck the units.
So I'm made to understand that depending on the area, like PHCN and the kind of meter that you have as well, the tariff moves quickly.
I'll go buy 20k one day and I say we'll see till Christmas.
See that electricity money. I don't even want to talk about it because like this one is every 2 weeks. Yeah. Every other 2 weeks is like so everybody pays, right? Everybody here pays, and we use like the same meter. Gosh.
That's a meter. I don't want them. Everybody day.
Make everybody day. Make we they know our consumption.
Mr. Femi Adesina. Nobody's asking you what you're spending. Just
Agbaya, that is lying.
Tell your daddy Gio to do his job.
Do you understand? Tell your bad bitch to shake their bottom.
Tell your boss to do his job. Nobody cares if you spend 100k per week.
We don't care. Do you understand? Yeah. Don't tell us about your woes. Your woes are different from ours, evidently. Please. And we know saying a lie, you the lie. Yes. So was it necessary is the question. Was it necessary?
Nobody asked you for pity.
Do you understand? Like, get out. You don't need any.
All right, prop of the week. There's no prop of the week.
The prop of the week are Nigerians.
It's very Nigerians are behaving badly. See, like, Nigerians are part of the POS people.
Actually, no, the Nigerians that I'm talking about, the Nigerians who are actually working hard to ensure that Nigeria is
not the bank staff who are climbing fence.
I think GT Bank should also be part of the flop of the week. GT, Zenith Bank, they should both be part of the flop of the week.
You see that video where Zenith Bank staff were climbing
fence to run away.
Say Stella, take it easy, you for now. Don't break your back.
They're about to break the gate.
Don't care.
See, Nigeria is
then for like 2 days, Zenith Bank shut down all their branches nationwide.
See, not be say when it was even open, there was anything really
There was
going
nothing.
on.
What
Do
are you people doing?
I don't know. Anyway, their staff, the jackpot rate of their staff has increased.
That is the reason why
highly.
the IT part is
It's
bad,
really
'cause a lot of
failing.
guys jackpot.
Somebody asked me that why is it so difficult to open the apps, and I'm like, traffic is too much. So
that Monday there was mad traffic.
Do you understand?
And tomorrow again there will be mad traffic.
exactly, because there are more people who do not have physical cash and still not need to do transfers, no matter the
And they want
amount,
to push up
the size of the
cashless
transaction.
economy,
Do
but
you understand?
The banks cannot even small pressure. They don't.
Picture of the week. Do you see that guy? The guy selling bread with his account details at his back, hanging from his back.
They happen.
Nigerians are so
There's a video I
resourceful.
saw that a bank manager came out to the crowd
Yeah.
and she was explaining. Me, I'm like, Mama, I don't get show me my. 'cause
See,
when I
give us
put-
our money.
When I put money inside your bank,
We did not explain.
I did not see
Do
your face
you
explaining.
explain to me? Do you explain anything to me? No, you didn't do that. So why you
Yeah.
explain to me now? But yeah, shout out to every resourceful Nigerian. We know it's not easy, and there's really no need for us to manage our government, but that's what we're doing. And in your management, we see your struggle, we see your hustle. This is really for me at the end of the day, and everybody who is like me. Because we're really going through it. It's a tough time.
Yes.
But the Lord is our strength, and we shall not fall.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's it for this week's episode.
please follow
hours,
us
please.
on every social media platform. You can find us at 234 Essential Podcast.
Also, send your family to family@234essential.com.
And listen.
Yeah, like, subscribe.
Yes, be kind, people. People are really going through it. Really, really be kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Peace out.